Yeah.
Might.
Bang! Now we are live.
Thank you for that one.
Here we go.
But no, so I saw something on Twitter that said Colby bumbling on his lines and all that may show that he actually is playing a character. I don't see how anyone thinks he's not playing a character.
Yeah.
I also don't see him winning.
I would be shocked if someone actually thinks that that's Colby's authentic persona, because if you look at him right when he was earlier in the UFC, that's just not how he acts. And there's
No one
plenty
could
of
possibly
different
think that's not a
interviews.
character.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's that time. I should grab a beer, shouldn't I?
Probably.
This is my first time
Hey, Mina,
ever buying
wanna
like
grab a beer?
a 30 rack of Michelob Ultra, and I'm not really happy with it.
Fridge, freezer mug. Why Michelob Ultra when you can go IPA?
Why the fuck would I buy an IPA? Why would I want some armpit tasting ass craft brew? An IPA. Get out of here.
I thought men were on this stream.
Yeah.
That
That
is
is
watch his
no.
figure.
Man, I live in Oregon, so I kind of have to do IPAs. Oh, look at
Change your
this.
outfit. Shut the fuck up, Jordan.
Jordan's already here. Let's go.
Jordan wants my my sweatpants and sweatshirt
Okay,
back.
but are any of you guys as prepared as me?
I could have a mug with my name on it. That
Yeah,
means
but it
nothing.
actually has a chalkboard, man, and it's all frozen. Like it would take you at least 30 minutes. Well, someone's way ahead of me.
That's Bane playing that for sure.
Playing what?
I heard some volume.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what men drink.
There we go.
What's the percentage on this?
I always do the lunch craft beer
7%.
here in Maine.
Portland, one of the good things we have is
Hold
a
on.
lot of brews.
Why don't you clowns show the fight?
Because we would get banned.
Why don't we show the fight?
That's fucking illegal.
Oh, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for tonight. This is gonna be fun.
Here we go. What
By
about
the
that
way,
Ian
give me-
Garry performance earlier today, boys?
so
Bro.
no. Here, well, actually, here's the thing. I'll tell you what. I didn't love it. I thought Jordan Williams was catching him with the straight shots. I hated how he would exit from exchanges with his head held high, his chin up in the air, miles up in the fucking air. I think that Ian Garry gets cleaned by a significantly better striker if he doesn't adjust those tendencies, right? Those habits. That gets you far in Cage Warriors. Guess what? That does not get you far in the UFC.
I have to agree with you. It wasn't the best performance, but he still got the first round knockout. The hype train's moving forward. And honestly, I've seen this narrative, and there's no better person to ask than Jendo, the head of the Paddy Pimblett fan club in here.
I love Cage Warriors.
People are putting it as like Ian Garry versus Paddy Pimblett. Like, which one is going to be better? Why can't they both exist? I think their hype honestly heightens each other.
Here's the thing. I think that finish almost guarantees they'll keep being tied together because they actually came in somewhat similar fashions. Completely different in the sense of Paddy got rocked and then he came on. He was really coming on, and then almost like the top came, we got the finish, and it all came together. Ian Garry was getting wrecked for 4 minutes and 58 seconds, and he landed a straight. I remember when Ian threw a head kick, right? Jordan came down, and Ian Garry's left hand was right there. I'm sitting there. I'm thinking, why is that hook not cocked and loaded? That would have put him out earlier. There were a lot of shots he didn't take. I don't see anyone saying that Ian Garry didn't look like himself. He looked very gun-shy. He looked like he was like shocked. He even didn't sound like himself. Great interview, but that's not what he usually sounds like. I think he was a little rattled in there because I don't think Jordan Williams is anywhere near Ian Garry's level.
Jordan, I'm on the vodka today. We got a Justin wins by KO in the chat. Someone saying we're drinking mocktails. Saying mocktails all around.
To Jendo's point, I mean, when we were going through Paddy's career,
Guys, an office
when Jendo and I were going through Paddy's career, look, we'd see him get tested, right? He would encounter adversity within fights and he'd bounce back from it, right? You got to think about the Julian Erosa fight, remember? I mean, I'm sure he tasted some serious fucking steam in that.
A knee that looked like,
And I don't know Ian Garry's career that well, so maybe one of you guys that are more informed on Cage Warriors can educate me, but has Ian Garry typically faced those same challenges that Paddy's has?
He hasn't been rocked the same, but
no, definitely not.
He's faced tough talent. His last fight before the UFC was Jack Grant. Jack Grant went over to Bellator and got a win right after that. Jack Grant is also a guy who's been flirting around with possibly being in the UFC for quite some time. Ian Garry has faced some steep talent, but he hasn't been tagged the way Paddy has. Paddy's been tagged in nearly every fight. Soren Bach tagged him. Nad Narimani tagged him. Julian Erosa tagged him. Even earlier in his career, Teddy Villay tagged him. Everybody tags Paddy, which is why I started to think, or not think, but started to feel when people started saying, "Oh, he's going to get chin checked." He gets chin checked. That's part of the gimmick. It's kind of awesome in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, Ian Garry has not faced the same challenges that Paddy's faced. However, Paddy took a little bit longer to get here. Ian Garry's only 23 years old. We're going to see him grow in the UFC. We're probably going to see him take a loss before we see him get into a title picture. I mean, let's be real here. But he's 23. He's got so much time.
That's what, here's the problem, though, is when you get these young prospects in, and this is something that we saw on this card with Edmund, the Golden Boy Shabazian, younger guy, now on a 3-fight losing skid and beatdowns in all 3. I love that the UFC is open to developing young talent, but there is serious value in waiting till someone's in their later 20s and they've had a lot of time on the regional scene, whether it be getting belts, defending belts, taking a lot of fights, winning a lot of fights. I don't know. You see a lot of young prospects burn bright and then fizzle out very quickly. Jendo, not to be disappointing to you in any way, shape, or form, but I think Paddy's got some serious trouble in front of him, and I don't rate him going forward into the top 15. Love the guy, love the persona, but Rafael Fiziev versus Paddy Pimblett, man, you don't want to get chin checked by Fiziev.
Here's the thing: that would be okay if he was a striker, right? But I don't think a lot of these people realize Paddy's jiu-jitsu is where he excels. Paddy doesn't want to be standing; he likes it. But where he wants to be is on the mat, and you have not seen many people who've got the jiu-jitsu that Paddy has. I'm not by no means saying he's going to go march through and be a champ or whatever. I'm the biggest Paddy stan around, right? And although people are saying, "Oh, Terrence McKinney will knock this guy out," I don't see that happening in a million years. Terrence McKinney got subbed by Derek Minner. Just stop that. But once you get into that top 15. The lightweight's like a murderer's row. If you even match up with someone like Bobby Green, he just finished Al Iaquinta. Like, Al Iaquinta doesn't get finished.
Fucking easily, too. It wasn't a war. That was a beatdown and a half. I mean, Al had nothing for him. Al had nothing for King Bobby Green, baby. I mean,
maybe 1-1 on my picks, and I was half right anyways, damn it.
I've lost all my bets tonight so
I'm
far.
1-1. Frankie Edgar can make it a positive night, man. Frankie Edgar can make it a positive night.
Frank, so here's let's run through the bets real quick. I want to run through what I got, Jendo. I want to know what else you're laying down your money on.
Yes, sir.
The two things, the several things that I still have up for debate is a couple parlays. One parlay, Billy Q and Frankie Edgar. My DraftKings is having a fucking stroke. Give me a moment.
Well, then I'll take over. My first one of the night was Ian Garry, first round stoppage, plus 200. That one hit. Never a doubt. Never a doubt.
Even though it came down to the last 3 seconds?
He won 1 second of that round, and it was the fourth minute and 59th second of that round, and he got a stoppage. I'll take it.
Oh, we got a Bane sits down to pee in the chat.
Who doesn't?
I do. You're correct. I do.
Who doesn't?
So the big parlay, actually, before I get to the big parlay, I'll save you an appetizer, the smaller ones. I've got Frankie Edgar and Billy Quarantillo just at the money line as a parlay. I've got $5 up. It'll pay 30. That's a pretty good return. A lot of people are saying Edgar's washed. I don't really rate it, to be honest with you. I know he's 40. I know he lost to Corey in a bad way.
You're picking against Cheeto?
I'm betting against Cheeto. Look, here's the thing.
I picked Frankie too.
A win over Pedro Munoz and a loss to Corey Sandhagen is better than a win over Davey Grant. That's just my take. I think that Edgar has the grappling credentials to give Cheeto a hard time and can go toe-to-toe with the strikes. The kicks is where things get interesting. I think Marlon Vera's got some elite kicks, but why the fuck is Phil calling?
And Mancuso is actually on business right now. He is he's doing the business for the website. So he's not going to be here. Might be here at the end of the stream.
Mancuso is going to be on our show on Tuesday. Shameless.
Oh, there we go.
I do. Now, here's the thing. I want to run by the 7-pick parlay that is still alive. So, yesterday, at Bellator 270, Patchy Mix, Patrick Pitbull, those two landed. Ian Garry, Alex Pereira, those landed. I'm at 4 of 7. I need Gaethje, Namajunas, and Kamaru Usman for my $2 to turn into $22.
You want McLovin on an MMA stream?
Here's the thing. This is why you have to do units, right? Instead of saying $2 to win 22.
Listen. Jenna, I don't give a fuck about your goddamn units. I'm going to say dollars. No, fuck you. I'm going to say dollars. I'm going to say units. I'm on several units. I'm going to say dollars. It's like NFTs. I don't get it. I don't fucking understand it. I'm going to use dollars because that's what I'm operating on.
Units, right? If you say, listen, instead of not even bet shaming, right? It sounds better to the ear.
I don't care if it sounds better.
I don't give a fuck
I'm not looking to sound better. I'm not trying to front. I'm not trying to say, I'm up several units.
No.
So many units.
I don't give a shit if at the end of the day you say my units are 50 cents a pop at the beginning and end of every video. But saying the bet is 1 unit for a payout of 10 units compared to $2 for a payout of $20.
Yeah, you do the math. I don't care. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You do the math. If you want to convert it to units on your own time, you're more than welcome to. I don't fucking care.
Oh, man. The preview's done. Here comes Chandler, man.
Iron Mike, baby!
Oh, I'm a little ahead of you guys. I'm going to pause once the clock shows up at some point in the first round here.
For some reason, I want to take Gaethje, right? But something's telling me Chandler wins this fight. I don't know what it is.
Well, if he wrestles him, he could.
I don't even think he wrestles him. I think he's going to take him out on the feet, similar to what Eddie Alvarez did in a sense. Not exactly, obviously.
Oh, this guy's back and just putting C's in the chat.
Back ball.
Why?
Bro, he's just speaking a language not yet known to us. It's okay.
Every time he comes in here with the C's, I don't understand, buddy.
I don't know why my hair always looks so good before stream, and then stream starts, and it looks like I haven't taken a shower in 3 weeks. It's nice.
I haven't showered in 3 days.
Bro, your hair looks clean as shit. I shower like 3 times a day. Compared to mine, dude, I shower like 3 times a day. Look at this.
The boys know this is so much more volume than there typically is.
That is Jendo. Jordan.
Bottom guy's name. Jendo, man. Follow me on Twitter at uncaged_media. I'm the most a lot of things on Twitter.
Love the Patty Pimblett fan club.
Here's the thing. Patty has some really cancerous fans. I'm not going to lie.
Well, MMA fighters do. But
when talking to him, right? And this is what I was saying before his first fight. The people who hate him now, whatever, it may be a little harder to reach him. He's still so easy to reach on Twitter. It's insane. If you tag him, odds are he responds. But especially back before his fight with Luigi, I told everyone, hit him up. Like, try and have a conversation with him before judging him. Like, he's actually a really, like, in private conversations, he's an awesome guy. He checks up even now.
In the second round.
Even now, he checks up on my daughter like weekly because the day he told me he'd give me an interview, 20 minutes later, my wife went into labor while I was dancing around to his theme music. So he checks in on my daughter like every week. It's actually really neat.
There he is. Justin, the highlight Gaethje, former.
Yo, we're on the champion. Same. We're at the same exact timing, man. I like that.
I'm the one that's gonna pause, but that's fine.
Yeah,
it's not like it's your stream or anything, right?
No, we're good. Hey, it's everybody's stream. This is the MMA community stream.
I'm telling you, man. I enjoy this 3-way film, and I think we vibe well.
I love it.
I'm drunk.
And we're locked in here for a lot.
I need to hurry up. I said I was gonna chug 1.5, and I took a gulp.
Chug that right now. Chug that right now. Don't stop. Chug it. There you go. Now chug another one.
Hey, babe, bring me another one. He said chug another one.
Chug a second
Babes.
one.
Appreciate you. You know how?
Oh, look,
how
we
much
got
of a
Frank
trooper my
Banana
wife
in the
is now?
chat. Banana boy.
Oh, it's Frank.
Big fan of his work, actually.
Ready for Chandler's legs to get snapped. Frank.
Now, okay, what Jendo was talking about, right, with Chandler winning, the way that I see that being uncorked is Gaethje throws a leg kick. Chandler counters.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it breaks.
No. Gaethje, I'm being serious. Gaethje throws a leg kick. Chandler counters with a big straight right down the middle, flatlines Gaethje. That's
and then Gaethje gets up, punch drunk, and lands a picture perfect lead hook along the fence, and you don't even understand what happened.
Jendo is drinking IPAs tonight.
Ooh!
Don't replace me, Jordan. You can't replace
Come
me.
in here and replace Bane. Frank was in here for Bellator. Jordan was so happy.
What an atmosphere! Fuck me, dude. My wife's annoyed at how much I've been listening to that Peter Queally walkout.
Dude,
and by the way, that lead-in was insane, dude. Was absolutely insane. The shit made me cry in the shower, bro.
I literally went and got a pack of cigarettes and was smoking them until 2 in the morning yesterday, listening to that shit. It was fucking transformative. Hello from Malaysia. What's up, Adil?
Yeah.
Hey, Malaysia.
Where's everybody from? Throw where
go.
you're from in the chat. Let us know where you're watching us from.
This is a fucking banger and a half.
Bro, opening the card, I almost feel bad for Billy Q because originally Billy Q was the fight I was looking at that might steal the show. It's going to be really hard to steal the show after this one.
See, here's the thing. I think it's going to be a quick finish. I think that Burgos and Quarantillo is going to be a war. I think this is going to be a quick finish.
You see, here's the thing. Everyone's saying quick finish. When the hell did Justin Gaethje have a quick fight?
Edson Barboza, James Vick. I could go on.
Okay. Those guys are definitely Mike Chandler.
I mean, look.
James Vick, damn it. James Vick.
The Texecutioner.
Alabama, roll tide, roll. Well,
roll tide, roll. What's the Duck score?
2014. It's a little scary here.
We were just up 17. Oh, it's 4th and 15, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
LSU, let's get a punt return in there. Oregon's up 17-9 with the ball, about to score again. Yeah, like I thought, Oregon's gonna end up pulling away from Washington. Good. Either way, if we don't bench Anthony Brown, we're pretenders. We're Cincinnati level pretenders with Anthony Brown.
Oh shoot. I got the fight going on here. I gotta pause.
Oh, fuck you. Chandler just got announced. Bane, we still at the same spot?
Yes.
Gaethje now?
I think so. Yeah, Gaethje's getting the intro.
Oh shit. This is the fight. This might be the most anticipated fight left this year.
I'm so excited. I'm taking the glasses off for it.
See you at the top.
Usman or Covington? I got Colby by decision.
Shut up, Jack.
Izzy says, who gets to do their backflip off the cage? 417?
Yes.
Mr. Davis, what's up, my man?
He's screaming Gaethje right now.
The GOAT. All right, here we go. Mike Beltran. I don't know, Jack,
got a
what you're
Mr.
at
Davis,
right now.
what up, my man Bane?
Let's go.
Oh, your dog's in Braves fan. Fair enough. I was happy to see the Braves.
Jack, what time are you at right now?
4:17. So give me
4:17. We haven't even started.
It's starting for us right now. Let's do this. Bane, my man, do you got yours? Everybody got theirs?
Got you, baby. Let's go.
Usman works Colby? Maybe. There's a reason that they have the fight.
All right. 4:53, 2, 1, 0. 49.
Oh, Chandler hits Gaethje with a lead hook early. I like that. Another lead hook. Oh, Chandler's brawling a little bit.
Gaethje versus Chandler is going down.
What time's everyone at?
4:40.
4:17.
4:37.
Woo! He's overextending with that right hand.
Oh, Gaethje, nice straight there. 4:30.
Me and Jendo are at the same exact time.
Oh,
All right,
we're
coming up on 4:17.
I see what you mean. This one might end early. These guys are both coming out to bang,
20,
man.
19, 18, 17,
Mancuso
16, 15,
Jack, you're good
14,
to go.
13. Dude, that right hand of Gaethje is just coming across.
Nice leg kick. Beautiful leg kick from Chandler there.
Jendo, you got that you fuck for chugging the IPA.
Chugging an IPA, dude on the bottom fucks.
Oh!
Oh, Chandler.
Oh, they're brawling.
He's rocking. Chandler's putting him out, bro. Chandler's going to put him out.
What a fight so far.
These fucking hands,
70 seconds in. Chandler looks like he's loading up to throw from hell. What is that front kick, bro? Mike Chandler just threw a front kick that you see thrown in an Invicta prelim opener.
Oh!
Chandler's tagging him.
Leg kick. I told you, man. I just had a feeling Chandler's here for this one. And I even thought he was going to lose to Dan Hooker, man.
Well, this is living up to the hype.
Gaethje's winging, man. He's missing big.
If they do go, right, who's the first to gas here? Because they're throwing heavy shots.
Yeah, they're just throwing back and forth.
And doesn't this kind of show just how perfect the hook that Charlie Olives landed was on Chandler?
Can we get some commentating? Not right now, Craig.
As well.
There's too
Gaethje misses with
Can we get some commentating? I got you if you need commentary. I'm focused, man. Nice jab there from Gaethje. Chandler backs up, re-enters. They're throwing jabs right now. Chandler's really succeeding when he throws that leg kick. Gaethje's getting pieced up early, almost halfway through round one. Gaethje
good
continues
head
to
movement
bobby
from Gaethje, though. He's eating some, but he has good head movement.
Yes, sir.
Gaethje.
Gaethje lead hook. This kind of has the feel of a Gaethje fight in which he may come on a little bit. Oh, beautiful straight. Here comes a swarm from Chandler. Gaethje backs up, but he's throwing back.
Chandler says, what up?
Chandler's in his face, hands down and teeing off. Michael Chandler is launching. Chandler gets hit with the hook. Here comes Gaethje now. Chandler's backwards flying knee.
Oh, big right hand. Wobbles him.
Gaethje's wobbled. Gaethje's almost on he's on the fence. Could he get him down? Mike Chandler's looking beautiful.
Oh, big right hand from Gaethje, though.
These boys want that fight.
Gaethje lands a beautiful uppercut. Did you see that? That stumbled Chandler. Now in the clinch. What a war. 3 minutes in. Chandler is ripped open and his face looks different. Gaethje is coming on.
Oh, big leg kick right there for Gaethje. Now Justin utilizing the lower body. Clinch up right here for both gentlemen. Chandler looking a bit expired through 3.5.
This has the feel of a fight where Gaethje comes on as the fight goes. The look on Chandler's face is awfully different right now as opposed to 75 seconds ago.
It's all about the lactic acid building up, slowing you down. Those big muscles of Michael Chandler.
Look at that
might be pain.
Look at the
and
shots.
We gotta fight
Chandler.
the chat. Craig wants you, Jordan.
Chandler putting his hands down, looking at his shots. The straight. Here comes Chandler just throwing everything he has.
Iron Michael Chandler built out of steel alloy seemingly in this first
Gaethje
round.
eats another straight. Look at his face. He's looking like a lobster in there. Oh, the uppercut from Gaethje rocks Chandler. The mouth is shut. He's backing up, and Chandler is in trouble.
Michael Chandler takes a moment to reset. Now hops back into the pocket with the highlight. Mike Beltran watching intensely. 50 seconds remain at 155.
Gaethje is putting some hell behind these shots. Jack, what are you seeing from Gaethje so far, man? He's taking a lot of shots, but he's throwing.
He's like, he has great head movement, but the strike of Michael Chandler is phenomenal.
Chandler shoots for a takedown there. That's very smart. Doesn't get it. Gaethje shows takedown defense.
Now that's the big lead hook from Gaethje.
Jendo, I think what you're seeing here is just world-class striking from two world-class fighters.
And world-class heart. I think what I'm realizing most right now, I mentioned it earlier, but this shows the perfect shot that Charlie Olives landed on Michael. He is eating some bombs. He's eating some shots tonight, and he's holding up, man. I think that first round is pretty clearly Michael Chandler's.
Yeah, 10-9 Chandler's what I have it at.
What a fantastic 5 minutes at lightweight.
We're here
Michael
for you, Willie.
Chandler, Justin Gaethje throwing down, showing up, showing out. Have to think, right? Michael Chandler caught him just a couple more times than Gaethje did. It seemed that Justin struggled with the range, struggled with the timing. Mike Chandler mixed it up a bit better, in my opinion, Jendo.
And Bane, what do you think about Craig sits down to pee?
I think Gaethje needs to get reeled in a little bit. I think they'd really benefit from using more of the Tony Ferguson approach than what he's doing right now. He's in a war, and don't get me wrong, he thrives in these wars. Yeah, look at these shots on the replay, man. Oh my goodness, the knee on the arms. Oh, that's got to sting a little bit too.
Did you say the Tony Ferguson approach?
It's Tony time, bitches.
The approach he had against Tony, the more patient, cool, calm, collected version of Gaethje. This looks more like the Gaethje that fought Luis Palomino, that fought Michael Johnson, that fought Dustin Poirier, that fought Eddie Alvarez.
With intention, both of these gentlemen throughout fight week and the several months leading up to this stated that they wanted to come, stand, and bang. This is a fight for entertainment purposes, not necessarily for technique purposes.
You can stand and bang with a little more technique in there, pop back a little more. Gaethje.
No, shut the fuck up!
Oh, the round has started. 20 seconds in. Live odds. Gaethje is still a favorite, minus 250. I'd put money on Mike Chandler right now.
Minus 250?
Minus 250. Chandler plus 185.
Wow. It seemed like Chandler had the bigger shots in round one, but
Chandler won the first round. I think this is just
Chandler going to the body.
I don't think any books actually reflect that. Give me 1 sec. Let me go over to FanDuel.
Pumping the jab is Iron Mike Chandler. Now
Chandler's
tries for the two,
better
doesn't
in the second
land.
round too.
Going to the body is Iron Michael Chandler, former Bellator champion, serenading the midsection of Justin Gaethje.
Versus World Series of Fighting right here. Throw it back.
Oh,
right, dude. I've been waiting for this fight. This is so exciting.
No one's mentioned that, and I think that's actually a very cool storyline.
I thought that was kind of the selling point of this fight to me, but I think you're right. I haven't seen it really anywhere.
No one even mentioned that both are champions.
Oh! Justin Gaethje cornering Mike Chandler.
Here it comes. By the way, the odds have shifted a little bit in Billy Quarantillo's, in Shane Bird. No. Yes, in Billy Quarantillo's favor a little bit. Plus 158. Late money coming in on Shane Burgos.
Gaethje right!
With the uppercut. Here comes the ground. Is this
That's it?
Beltran isn't stopping it.
No.
Chandler is shooting. Beltran didn't stop it.
Giving Michael Chandler every opportunity to get back into this one.
Beltran didn't stop. Oh, my goodness.
Mike Chandler absolutely neutralizing the position right here on a single, just trying to recover.
Gaethje landed a similar shot to what he landed against Tony Ferguson the end of round one, or that Ferguson landed on him at the end of round one. Flooring Chandler. Wow. And I've not seen
blood all over the canvas.
Oh my goodness. When this camera shifts and we see where that blood is leaking from, this is going to be ugly.
But talk about the time that Mike Chandler has right now to recover. Justin Gaethje not in a position to really put power behind these punches. Iron Mike, there he is smiling at the camera.
He's smiling while Gaethje is slowly working on that front face lock, showing a little bit of his amateur wrestling background. Don't see much of this out of Gaethje, but I like this approach. You didn't get the finish, but now wear on him, make him tired, win this round, and the third.
Both gentlemen back up to the feet.
Did you see that roll? It's almost like Chandler said, fuck it, let's go.
Mike Chandler rallying from adversity, knocked down but not knocked out. Justin
What
Gaethje,
a way to start off the card, boys.
That is the face of a warrior, and Mike Chandler is not backing down. He's not taking a step backwards. And as you know, the meme saying, if Gaethje refuses to take a step backwards, no. Right now, Chandler refuses to take a step backwards, and he's earning himself fans worldwide as Gaethje lands another beautiful hook over the top.
Shot from Chandler, not there. Gaethje defends beautifully. Jack, what are you seeing right now in round two?
Beautiful round two. But both these guys are warriors.
90 seconds to go. Big right hand. Oh my goodness. Every shot is coming with hell behind it. And could we somehow see a decision in this bout? Oh my goodness. I told you guys earlier this week, this should have went 5 rounds. You both made fun of me for it. That's on both of you.
Another uppercut lands on the chin of Iron Mike. You can see he wants to move to a grappling-focused strategy. Oh, big right hand from Gaethje.
You see the strike count, 38 to the head, 8 to the body, 9 to the legs for Chandler, 51 to the head, 6 to the body, and 16 to the legs for Gaethje. Gaethje has the advantage in total strikes.
Oh,
Jonathan's saying that Chandler is going to tire, but the thing is Chandler has that strong wrestling background, and those guys tend to not tire.
And Chandler's teeing off a little bit up close there. He landed a couple of nice little shots there. Look at his face, man. He looks like he's ready to die in there tonight.
Here's the problem, though. Every exchange ends with Chandler resetting. He's resetting more often as this fight progresses. I don't put a lot of stock in him tiring out, but to Jonathan's point, I can see him getting fatigued.
Oh, absolutely.
Lead hook rocks him. As these shots keep landing, it's a little bit of fatigue mixed with a little bit of fog in the head, but straight down the middle. Oh, that's whoa! What is that? The timeout. Gaethje gets rocked. He grabs the eye as if it's a poke. Booing. Chandler lands a brutal straight punch. And as it looked like the ref was jumping in there, action is stopped. Looks like it's stopped for an eye poke. Gaethje says, he poked me in my fucking eye. Oh, and he did rake that eye. He pulled it. He comes in right here and just hooks.
I'm a second behind.
Yeah, and then he punched him after, which I would say is
that's fucking illegal.
Man, it's a little rough to me when the action halts like that. The ref jumped in. I don't blame Gaethje or Chandler for throwing that shot. Babe, can you bring me another beer, please? For throwing that shot. But if I'm Gaethje, I'm a little pissed off right now. What's a little scary is that may be the turning tide. That was a hard shot Chandler just landed. When you land a shot, you're sitting there. You're like, oh, let's get back in there, man. Let's go. Let's do this. And
is that a 10-9 for Gaethje?
Yes. Or this is 1-1.
10-8 with that rock.
No. Chandler got the rock. Gaethje got rocked.
Chandler got knocked down 1-1 after.
No, Chandler got knocked down bad.
Yes. No, Chandler got knocked down bad, and then here at the end with that last shot, the Gaethje rock is what I'm giving you a 10-9 as well. Yeah, it's definitely 1-1. The third round decides this one. And I told you guys earlier this week, this fight needed 5 rounds. Everybody said this isn't going 3. Are you sure now? There is no reason for Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler to be fighting less than 5 rounds. I know a really intelligent, handsome gentleman that had Gaethje by 3rd round knockout. Is he named Jack Gottsell?
He is.
Oh, he's okay.
Seems like Iron Mike taking more of the damage as this fight progresses, but that explosion is always there for the former Bellator champion.
Hey, Bane, I think Gaethje and Chandler earned another chug, did they not? Anybody with me? Is it just me?
Chug it.
It's just me. You guys are lame.
You guys said chug it.
Full disclosure, actually, they started way before me. I started on the show.
You said
I sipped one drink before the stream.
You're like, oh, Cheddar Bob. Craig, I'm from Portland, man. Gaethje is minus 425. This is insane. Chandler's a plus 280 or a plus 280 dog, and he just has to win 1 round.
You're getting a chug in the chat.
A third one? Fuck it. I'll do it. Why not? At least they're enjoying it, man.
An uppercut. That hits
that uppercut. Ooh, By the way, no one's acknowledging my pores tonight, and because I finally mentioned my pore, this is going to be a fucked one because it's dripping on my shorts. I'm wearing a Michael Kors button up,
big right hand,
and fucking basketball shorts.
Chandler going to the body in this third
he's doing a good job
round.
going to the body there.
Oh, eats a big
look at this pour. Dude, who pours a beer like this? Look at this shit.
Gaethje rocks Chandler, but Chandler says, come on.
Eats another shot, though, from Gaethje. The bravado might have to expire if these shots continue.
180 seconds until we find out who wins this one, but will it see the entire distance? Michael Chandler looks to shoot for a takedown. Slams him, but Gaethje gets up and takes the back. Gaethje not only takes the back, but he's doing damage now, raining in shots. Chandler is in trouble. This is a hell of a fight, and man, I wish this was 5 rounds.
And now you have to think, was it a mistake to shoot for the takedown? Michael Chandler in a disadvantageous position. Justin Gaethje wrapped around the hips.
If he plays it a little safer,
to go.
If he plays it a little safer, he's in top control right now, and he's playing a great game plan. but he explodes, and that's what Michael Chandler does, and he slams him, and it ends up with Gaethje getting on top and landing some shots. Chandler looks like he's been through the ringer tonight, and now he's digging to the body, but Gaethje lands over the top hard right. Chandler's winging him on. Do you see this? Oh, Chandler has him on the fence, and then he shoots. Why does he shoot? Uppercuts.
Michael Chandler.
When's the last time you've seen
Gaethje rocked him.
Michael Chandler retreating. Justin Gaethje.
The highlight lands another left, and Chandler is eating all of these shots. Charlie Olives is looking a lot better than he did a few months ago. Oh, look at these guys in the pocket. 90 seconds to go. Chandler's hands are down. He's walking forward. Hit him with all you got. Justin Gaethje's pouring it on. What a fight.
Michael Chandler trusting in the chin.
Beautiful right. Oh, my goodness.
Followed up 2-3 right there from Gaethje.
When is the last time you've seen two guys throwing everything they have in every punch for 15 minutes like this? This is a fight of the year contender.
This is a banger.
What a brawl at 155 pounds. Top 5 competitors leaving it all inside the octagon. Final minute remains.
Mike Chandler waves Gaethje on the crowd. Here we go. They're throwing. Gaethje backs it up. 45 seconds to go. It looks like Chandler's trying to guilt him into throwing and getting into a war for these last 40 seconds. Let's see what happens.
I kind of want to ban Larry Fisherman because he's ahead of us.
Don't give anything away, Larry.
I hate you, Bane, for looking at the screen.
You get one warning.
For looking at the what do you mean for looking at the screen?
Oh yeah, I'm on my I have my TV playing the event right there. So
Chandler goes for some spinning shit.
I really don't like this last 40 seconds. It was 14 minutes and 20 seconds of war, and 40 seconds of.
I say that could be a fight of the year.
That's
contender,
Gaethje,
to be honest.
for sure. That's Gaethje. That's Gaethje
wins that.
That's 2-1 Gaethje. 25 minutes was needed, man. I said it earlier.
I don't think so. I disagree. I think that the whole concept of 5-round non-main event, non-title fights, look, it should be used
as sparsely as
possible.
It
should be used as sparsely as possible. This was a phenomenal 3-round fight. I'm content with it. I'm happy to run it back in the future. But I don't want to normalize 5-round non-main event, non-title fights. I don't want to normalize it.
For me, it's not normalizing it. For me, it says more that you have Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz get 5-rounders, right? And then in a fight that could genuinely be a title eliminator, just a couple of events later, you get the 3 rounds to do it. I don't like it. I don't like it. If that's the case, call it a showcase bout and say that it's a showcase bout. You know what I mean? But if Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz get 5-rounders in the past 4 or 5 months, especially seeing this one ending like this and knowing the types of wars these guys have had, and look at Gaethje's fights. Palomino, like I said earlier, Eddie Alvarez, Dustin Poirier, everyone that went to the later rounds, it never got more boring. Gaethje looked fresh. I don't know, man. I want 5. But then again, I also just love seeing these guys in the octagon. I'd take 7 rounds of these guys.
That was an amazing fight. I mean, fight of the year, maybe.
I'm starting to buzz, boys.
In the conversation? Is that in the conversation?
It is.
Fight of the year.
It is.
I agree, and I think Gaethje wins that by a round. They got to have a lot of respect for each other. It looks like they're laughing. You got to have respect after that fight. That was
like a unanimous decision for Justin Gaethje.
Gaethje or Makhachev? By the way, I'm buzzing, boys. I'm feeling it.
And we're on fight 1.
Oh, shit. This is fight 1. This is awesome. We got Billy the Squid next, boys.
And Bane will be
the whole
shell
time
of himself for that fight.
The whole time, this will just be Bane.
Bane, do you have the headband?
What?
Yep. Gaethje wins a UD.
We were just saying that call, and we would have loved to see the 5 rounds. Bane's no fun. Doesn't want 5-round.
Especially, bro. How do you not want 5 rounds of Gaethje?
I'm sorry.
I don't care.
It's not that I don't want 5 rounds. I just think that it needs to be preserved for title fights and main events. I understand your fucking fascination with 5-round non-main, non-title fights, but I think that you need to fucking accept 3-round fights are the goddamn norm.
Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz got 5. I hate that shit. I hate the 5 rounders.
Yeah,
but if those fuckers get 5-rounders in the past 3 months, there is no damn reason for Gaethje and Chandler not to get one now and then call it. That's horse shit.
That's the reason.
Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler were just scheduled for 5 fucking rounds. Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler.
Yeah, because it's Diaz Army, baby. 209.
I am a massive proponent of
1, 2, and 5, bitch. Nick Diaz.
I'm a massive proponent of not normalizing 5-round, non-main, non-title fights.
Okay, but it's not about normalizing it. If you
you're suggesting we normalize it.
No. I'm saying if you have this one and then seal it off, right? If you have this fight, wait, listen to me.
You're like a drug addict. You're like a heroin addict. Oh, it's just this one and then I'm done.
You in 3 rounds, man.
Here's the thing, right?
Oh, it's just this high and then I'm done. I promise I won't buy any more from Javier around the corner. No, you'll buy more and you'll have more 5-round, non-main, non-title fights.
It's setting a standard, though. If you set the standard that Nate Diaz versus Leon Edwards and Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler can be 5 rounds, right? Patty's on the fucking TV. That's Patty fucking Pimblett. Let's go. We're talking to Patty the Batty this week only on the Uncaged Media YouTube channel.
There we go.
Do you guys see the dude that looked like Marlon Moraes and Dana White had a baby right there by Bisping? But anyways, no, I'm just saying, right? If you have Chandler versus Gaethje be 5 rounds and then it's very rare, the last one's the one they'll remember, and it'll all of a sudden be huge title eliminators. Gaethje versus Chandler is one of them. Let's say Islam Makhachev versus Justin. Or wait a minute, is Islam Makhachev versus Mike Chandler the fight to make all of a sudden? Same card.
I want to see it.
Is Michael Chandler going to be the greatest 1 in 3 of all time in the UFC?
I don't rate Islam Makhachev against Michael Chandler.
I think Michael Chandler has.
I think Chandler's got the grappling pedigree to hold his own.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? Did you see the guy just try to fucking grapple Justin Gaethje? The fuck are you guys talking about? Makachev's gonna take his ass down, ground him there, fucking elbow him a couple times, tickle him on his ribs, give him a kiss on the shoulder. Give him a kiss on the shoulder, right? And then say, "Listen, brother, I smash for the belt, brother," and get the tap. There goes Payne.
Justin got the decision, Jack.
Yeah, Justin got the decision.
Chandler is fighting the toughest competition ever, though. You can't really give a knock on Chandler because he's losing to these guys.
Chandler's
lost to Vera and he lost to Gaethje. Like,
bro, Chandler's lost to Oliveira. I think this fight just proved if Chandler's fight versus Oliveira, if they fight again, Oliveira did not knock him out with the power. He did not knock him out because he hit him like Ngannou hits people. Watch the fucking replay, man. He hits a picture-perfect lead. I mean, not only 1, but 2 picture-perfect on the button right here. Put him out. Like, if there's a power button, Bink, it's right there.
I like the Robin Black Bink.
Yeah, he just 8 shots for 3 rounds against Gaethje. And fuck me, did you see those uppercuts?
Oh, we got Mancuso in the chat, the people's champ, Colby Chaos Covington.
Mancuso, I look forward to talking to you on Tuesday, my friend. Appreciate you guys having me on once again. It's a blast.
Oh, this
gives me an excuse to get drunk. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You guys are a blast. I wish Mancuso was in here as well.
We'll definitely get you on for one of these.
Shit, I'm available anytime.
Whoa!
I'm drunk,
Mancuso, man. That's Rose and Weili. I said
Mancuso. Wait, no. That's a fucking lie, Mancuso. Because on Tuesday, Jack told me that fight doesn't see the 3-round distance. They both told me like I was some sort of fucking idiot. And then I was begging for 5 rounds, and
Maybe
Bane
I did.
still hates that idea. Bane still hates that idea.
Now that you say that, maybe I did, but
That fight
go,
goes to
Billy!
that fight went
Let's
to decision.
fucking go!
How the fuck
I
does
am more
Bane not
confident
want 5
that
rounds?
Rose and Weili does not get out of the 3rd round.
Fuck you, Bane. You just shouted out Billy Q like what I'm saying doesn't even matter to you.
Yeah, it doesn't because Billy Q's fighting, and that's the only goddamn
Shane
thing that fucking
Burgos is
matters
gonna
right
win.
now.
I think I'm
Remove
going to
Remove
ban
him.
this Chris Mancuso guy.
Remove him.
Why would you ban Chris Mancuso? Because he agrees with me?
No, I'm saying ban you, motherfucker, for saying that Shane Burgos is going to
ban me, bitch. Ban you.
Ban me? You can't
Bane's got
ban
the
me.
headband. Tarps off Fight Club 1 greater than UFC 268. Let's go.
All right. Now my question is, which one of you pussies from Tarps Off, right? Which one of you was there chugging like a pussy? Was it the guy right above me? Because I just downed 3 IPAs on stream, motherfucker. What's up with you?
Because you haven't been drinking for hours. I
have, bro. Okay, but
8 hours ago.
Is it not more impressive?
It's not
for
my
someone,
problem that
is
you
it-
fucking didn't drink
is it
for the
not-
early prelims.
Bro, is it not more impressive that someone who has drank probably once in the last 3 months has chugged about 3 IPAs now on stream?
Oh, wait, hold on. David Torres. These guys are lame.
Who the fuck is this asshole?
Fuck yeah,
You're
we are. Look
fucking
at his.
lame.
Wait a minute. Look at his profile.
look at your
picture.
profile
Get the
picture.
fuck out of here, bro. Get the-
What's
Yeah,
always
nice picture
funny
with your
about hate
mom,
comments
buddy.
is because it's like he says we're lame, but he's watching.
Thanks for the click. Thanks for the view time. Can you also hit the share button and say that these guys are super fucking lame? Let's fucking go, Billy! Let's go, Billy!
We do have 2 title fights on the card. It'll be live on Fight TV, commentated by
Bane
me
drinks like
and
he has a
Bane,
vagina.
not Trump.
Colin Wayne Campbell is my favorite guy in this chat. Bane drinks like he has a vagina.
I don't know, unless enough people want us to get drunk during the stream.
I'm gonna go grab another beer. Should I switch it up? I've killed half my apocalypses. I have 1 Starburst IPA in the fridge, and it's a little stronger than these.
Who's the Billy Q bloke? Some regional scrub to get Burgos back on the winning track.
Ban him!
Frank,
Fucking ban Frank! I swear to God, I'll beat your knees in
Frank!
with a crowbar. You
Wait a minute,
fucking
Frank!
English prick.
Fuck. I love Frank's work, and now I've become a bigger fan of him. I love this fucking guy. Frank, you're my best friend now.
I did say I would eat a shoe if Frankie Edgar wins.
I'm following Frank, right? I am following Frank.
I really hope I don't have to eat a shoe tonight, but I think Cheeto's got my back.
Wait a minute, are we doing shoeies? If Colby Covington wins, can we do shoeies?
No. I
Yes.
wear flip-flops.
Bro, you're telling me you always wear
Jordan, you
fucking
idiot.
flip-flops. You always wear flip-flops.
Oh, Bane.
You're telling me you don't got a pair of snazzy, like, nice, pointy, whatever the fuck they're called, wingtips? Bro, you're wearing
do you want,
sweats.
Frank?
Wait a minute.
What do you want,
Bane is wearing sweats with the getup. Wait a minute. Let me show you. I'm wearing the shorts, man. I'm wearing the shorts. Bane's in the
I got the
sweats.
sweatpants
I'm in the
on.
shorts.
Oh, if Billy Q loses, will Bane unfollow him?
The Starburst, please. If Billy, oh no, damn it, it happened again. God damn it.
Here we go. We are live.
There's Shane Burgos, whatever it is.
Maker says I want to smash everyone in the comments who has dumb questions. What time's the big fight? Probably like 1 a.m, guys. I don't know. Like
Wait,
12,
what time is it for
1,
you guys
who
right now?
knows?
Wait, no.
It's not
So
right now. I'll tell you
West Coast, Usman versus Covington will be starting at about 9:15 or 9:30 p.m. That's in an hour and 20 minutes. An hour and 20 to an hour and 40 minutes is when most pay-per-views go live.
Mancuso says laugh my ass
Hey,
off.
Cash Markham. At least I don't take pictures in my shorts on a ledge with my shirt off and a backpack on. Come on, guy. Come on, bro. You can't tell me what I look like and look like that, my guy. Like I'm not one to say much, but come on, bro.
I only
Maybe
bet
I'll
on
bet.
one fight on this card and it cashed.
This is a good time to say me and Bane both actually made bets on this one. My bets were Ian Garry via the first round. That cashed at plus 200. I had Bobby Green, but I had Bobby Green by decision, so I ended up losing that one. Wish I would have just taken Bobby Green because I sat there thinking, do I just
Yeah.
take him or the decision?
Yeah.
And then I got Frankie Edgar coming up. I wanted to stay off the co-main and the main, but if I had to go, I'm taking Rose and I'm taking Kamaru. Bane, what picks did you have? I know you have some parlays still alive. I know you had some picks that failed. And also, man, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Talk about what you hit last night, man, because it is impressive to hit with Patchy Mix and Patricky Pitbull, because most of the fans, right, were looking at Peter Queally, we're looking at James the Strub Animal, Gallagher. They were all looking at them to make an impact. You went the other way, and you might be profiting in terms of a 20 times payout or a 10 times payout there.
What you're talking about, right, is that Irish crowd. Bellator 270 contested in the great state, or great country, rather, of Ireland. But they're part of my 7-pick parlay. I didn't put them on a money line. I didn't have separate picks. They're just part of that 7.
Can I interrupt you there? Then we got someone asking, did Gaethje win? Gaethje did win 2 rounds to 1, 29-28, unanimous decision. But Bane, back to you.
I will say, I agree with you. I had Bobby Green going to the distance. I should have picked Bobby Green money line. I agree.
Minus 180. It was a bigger risk, but when looking at that fight, I think what I was thinking beforehand just got proved. I mean, Al was gone for 2 years, hasn't been stopped. I talked to Ray Longo not long ago, and he said Al Iaquinta had a foot out the door. We saw that. Al Iaquinta 3 years ago does not get stopped by Bobby Green tonight. That's not to say Bobby Green's not a stud. Bobby Green is an absolute filthy animal. Bobby Green is the real deal, and he's proved that. He's hanging in there with Rafael Fiziev. He's hanging in there with Thiago Moises. He's knocking out Al Iaquinta. Bobby King Green is really finally getting some payoff in terms of how long of a career he has. If you remember, man, he was on Bully Beatdown. He was on Bully Beatdown on MTV. So it's really nice to see him get a stoppage victory. I wish I would have taken the minus 180 instead of the minus 115. But looking ahead, if Frankie Edgar wins, we're still positive on the night. Ian Garry doubled our bank in that first fight of the evening in that last second. But here we go, man. Up. It's time for Burgos. It's time for fucking Billy Quarantillo, damn it. The Billy Q headbands. Look at the headbands. Not one, but 2. Green and black, Billy Q. And just like that, I want to give it a second to shout out Starburst IPA. I'm switching it up. This is the one time I defer from the apocalypse. Starburst IPA. Here we go. Billy Quarantillo looks good early on. Uppercuts coming. Billy looks to make an impact, but Shane Burgos, as always, pushing forward. Shane looks good early, but Billy is throwing a lot more. Billy slipping these punches.
We appreciate that, Nick.
Billy is slowly looking to get in close and do some damage. You see him gauging distance. You see Shane throwing a bit more, but it looks like Billy's sitting there using his brain a little bit more, throwing uppercuts. You see that hook. He's feinted that hook multiple times. That hook's going to come over the top tight, and Shane's got to be ready for it. Jack, man, we're glad to have you back. You're lucky I'm buzzing, man. I took over pretty well.
Here we go. Bane is drinking light beer. Not only light beer, he's drinking Michelob Ultra, the lightest of light beers.
Bane made fun of me for drinking IPAs. Bane made fun of me for drinking IPAs.
Bane is in the zone right now.
This is like my 5th time shouting you guys out, but this is a blast, man. I really hope to be on some more of these guys with you in the future.
Oh, absolutely. These are a ton of fun, aren't they?
They really are. I'm going to run some myself, but running them for me is not as fun because I like getting sloshed. Like, by the way, this Starburst IPA I showed you guys has been sitting around for like a week, and look at how it poured. So fuck it. Here you go.
There we go. Let's go Buffalo. Billy is from Buffalo. Hopefully it's a good week for Buffalo. Patchy Mix got the win in Bellator. Also a Buffalo guy. We were pumped to see that. But Billy Q, can he keep the Buffalo streak alive?
Whew. I'm going to be hungover tomorrow.
Oh, Bane's going to be partying once Billy Q gets this knockout.
I think Burgess is going to get the win, but I thought that coming in. Right now, Billy looks fucking phenomenal. Billy, look at that hook. Look at him. Good. He's keeping that chin down. He's staying focused. Look at that doubling up on the jab, man. I'm going play-by-play, man. I have a feeling something special is coming from Billy Quarantillo in this one. Billy looks good in the blue shorts. This is where you want to make a statement. Madison Square Garden, New York City. Look at him throwing those uppercuts as if he's Justin Gaethje. Following up after Justin Gaethje, this is the biggest slot of Billy's career. And look at Burgos throwing over the top, but Billy's staying in that pocket. He's not really worried about what he has to throw. And Billy's slowly looking to find. He's throwing these overhands, right? Have you seen these left and right overhands coming? If Shane tries to retreat and one of these lands, it could be an early night for Shane Burgos.
Yeah, and this is a New York card, Madison Square Garden. This is the battle for New York right here. Two tough opponents. Obviously, I'm kind of a Billy Q guy. I love him on Twitter. I love the content he makes. I'm team Billy Q right here, but
I gave him the nickname of Billiam, damn it. I'm still mad he gave Patrick McCory a fucking interview and he's not giving me one. How the fuck are you not giving me one, Billy? I pull for you more than anyone not named Ben the Bane Davis, damn it. Burgos is throwing that front kick. I want to see him throw a teep, man. I want to see a lot more fighters throw a jab, right, and then a teep to gauge range. Because when you throw that teep, no matter what, it causes your opponent to take a step back. And then whatever you want to do, you can open up a little more if you want. But Shane really looks a little shell-shocked. He looks like Billy's kind of overwhelming him early on. How do you have this first round?
I gotta get an interview with Patty. I missed class actually one time because this fight was on a Friday, and I skipped class to watch Patty fight at Cage Warriors.
I mean, I'm talking to Patty this coming week. I appreciate you guys having me on with me. I have no issue with having you be my co-interviewer on that one. If you want to hit me, let me know. We'll get it to happen for sure.
I got no issue. Never say no to interviewing Patty the Baddie.
No, I appreciate you guys having me on. Like I said, apparently he's fucking asking Ariel Helwani for money for interviews, man.
Really?
No, did you not see that? Apparently,
I didn't realize that was Patty. Billy gets dropped.
Billy gets dropped early on, and then Burgos is throwing 38 seconds to go. Round number one. Burgos with a nice straight, following up with the jab. Now he's bobbing and weaving. Hook into the body, hook over the top. Shane is coming on. Here comes the jab. Billy throwing a jab himself. Billy's lands a nice overhand there. Jab again. But it really looks like Burgos is slowly starting to feel a little more comfortable. Billy is throwing to make Burgos think he's still there, but Burgos definitely stung him with a few shots there. Look at the mark on Billy's neck. Did Billy take a shot to the throat area? Look at his neck.
Quickly abandons the single leg.
I have a question for you, actually. So you see, strikes. Oh, look at the blood coming from Burgos. What happened? Did you see what happened to cause the blood?
I think it was that overhand.
So I had a question for you, man. So when you see a lot of these fighters right towards the end of the round, and we saw Gaethje, I keep saying Gaethje.
Gaethje won, by the way.
Gaethje won, Carl. We saw Chandler shoot for a takedown towards the end of the round. We saw Billy do it here. When those takedowns get denied, right, Jack, do you think it does more for the fighter denying them? I almost feel like if you get that takedown, it almost secures you the round if it's somewhat close. But if you deny that takedown, it almost does the exact same thing in a weird way. Do you agree?
Well, yeah, I mean, I came from a wrestling background. I was a wrestler.
Sorry to interrupt.
Carl, out of your sails.
Carl, Gaethje won a unanimous decision, 29-28. Chandler looked good early on. Gaethje came on. Would have liked to see 5 rounds. Close fight, great fight. Fight of the year contender. I'd go back and rewatch it, but continue.
Yeah, no, it can definitely take the wind out of your sails when you're wrestling. It's a lot of confidence when you're going for takedowns or trying to deny takedowns. So if you get the takedown, you gain confidence. If you don't, you do start to question it. You wonder, should I go back to that? Should I change it up? Like, it kind of does get in your head. I mean, MMA is such a huge mental game as well as it is physical.
Oh, you see that hook early on? Billy is throwing a lot of power shots, man. Shane landing to the legs there, throwing a little tight uppercuts in close, but Billy is throwing the bigger, stronger shots early on round number 2.
I think Burgos took round 1, but Billy hurt him too. So, I mean, there's still a lot of fight left.
There sure is, man. And we haven't mentioned it yet, but what did you think when Edson Barboza landed that right hand over the top on Shane? And he was fine. And then all of a sudden, 5 seconds passed, and he was no longer fine.
That was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. It was so strange. I guess that can happen, though. I mean, I've been hitting hockey before and taking a couple strides, and then I'm out on my feet. So, like,
hey, Mancuso, I keep calling you Mancuso, bro, and I haven't even talked to him yet. What the fuck is wrong with me? But, Jack, so quick question, man.
Since when has Billy had such a clean jab?
With the YouTube terms of service, if I were to make a hookah, would I be allowed to smoke it on air?
I actually don't know the answer to that.
If a vape is allowed, I would assume so. It's tobacco, right?
I would assume so. I mean, I've seen people take absolute bong rips on here, so
I'm just literally gonna go.
Testing
Yeah,
the air
now.
quality. That's what we call it here.
Oh man, this is a fun one. Billy Q and Shane Burgos are in a tight one. You see Bane there; he hasn't broke. I'm gonna go ahead and take a second to break that one down. So if you haven't followed Bane on Twitter, make sure you do it. He is one of the most entertaining follows in the MMA media or social media world, I should say. Sorry, I'm buzzing a little bit. If I don't got my words together like usual, I'm a little drunk, man. But
and James, Chris is doing a business meeting for Tarps Off Fight Club right now. He's meeting with one of our main beer sponsor. So the official beer of Tarps Off Fight Club is where Chris is right now.
where are your shows gonna be, by the way? Because I've got to come out and support you guys at one of those, man.
The first one is going to be in Niagara Falls, Canada.
Yeah, I'll support you at the second one.
Hell yeah.
Not fucking paying to go up there, bro.
Fuck you, Jordan.
But no,
Hey, well, you
anyways.
can watch me and Bane commentated on Fight TV.
Anyways, so I definitely will. 100% I will be doing that. But anyways, as I was saying, so if you're not following Bane on Twitter, if there's one person that's trying to be a content creator, that's trying to do something on social media in the MMA Twitter world that will succeed and like I would put money on it, it would be Bane. For one, but for two, so him and Billy have developed an interesting relationship online, right? They tweet each other back and forth. Look at Bane; he's got the Billy Q headbands. You constantly see Billy and Bane poke fun at each other. It's one of the most fun interactions you will see online consistently, and I just highly suggest following Bane on Twitter, and then also following obviously Jack and me because I'm new here, man. I want new friends too.
Absolutely.
I'd rather watch paint dry than see Bane on Twitter get fucked.
Jordan, I think, actually likes Bane. I think he just likes to go after him. Jordan,
I can tell.
when he first came into the streams, was coming after me, and now we're getting along great.
So the question, Jack, is when are you flying me out to be VIP for Tarps Off Fight Club? I swear to God, man, I'll be the full-on media representative. I'll interview all your guys. I'll be the media day guy. I'll do it all, damn it.
Hell yeah. No, the event goes down December 18th in Niagara Falls, Canada. Should be a really good card. We got 2 title fights. We've only announced one of them. One we will be announcing soon. I'm very excited for both of them.
You guys did a solid. The MMA Twitter world is solid, and just us fans in general, man. Bane being on commentary is going to be special. I think you and Bane will be a hell of a team. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a hell of a broadcast.
Oh, Billy
waves him on. Oh, straight from Burgos, uppercut from Billy, hook from Burgos. Billy is shaking, but he's not stopping. This is a hell of a fight. Both men have landed 110 plus punches, and Billy is eating shots that come straight out of the bazooka that is the left arm of Shane Burgos. These guys are just throwing everything they've got. Second round is over, and these guys are throwing everything they've got. But when you look at them at the end of round 2, Shane looks like he's enjoying the moment, almost salivating the fact that he's in a war. And Billy looks a little rattled, man. This is his first step up in the terms of being Shane Burgos. I think he's passing regardless of the result. I think Billy Quarantillo has proved that he's a top 15 caliber featherweight, but Shane is really coming into his own here. Do you think Billy might need a finish?
Was Billy winning the first half of that second round?
I thought so. He came out. He looked good early on. He looked really good early on. I don't know if it was the first half, but he was definitely winning the beginning of that second round.
Yeah.
And Bane,
yeah.
Bane, you're gonna have to take over, man. The alcohol is running through me. I've got the bladder of a 4-year-old right now. I've held it into this point. I'll be back in about 2 minutes, my guy.
There we go. I got it from here. Bane wants to get in the zone still.
Let's fucking go, Billy Quarantillo.
But here we go. Round 3 is about to begin. I think Billy needs a finish. And there's also Canelo versus Plant later tonight as they show some boxing. Billy comes out with a big right hand. Billy throwing with everything he's got. The desperation is in there, and Billy is living up to the challenge. Billy with a big right uppercut. He's looking alive. Oh, and I think we got an eye poke. Looks like Billy took a finger to the eye. We're going to get a little pause here, but he was looking great to start this third round. And Billy's ready to go. Billy is looking to trade this round. A little bit of a feeling out process here. Both looking to find the strikes. Burgos throws a big right hand. They're trading now. Burgos with a left and then a right. Oh, Quarantillo slips. Burgos throws a big uppercut. That misses. Billy Q is hurt, but he is not giving up, and he goes for a single leg. Billy Q still going for the single leg. Sweeps the leg. Burgos slips, but quickly back to his feet as Billy tries to wrap the leg and take him down. Burgos steps out of it, and back to the feet they go. Billy Q with a big left hand. Burgos goes for a leg kick that misses. Billy Q with a nice right jab. Goes for the takedown again. Burgos stuffs it. Billy Q working inside the clinch with a couple uppercuts. Burgos with a nice knee in the clinch. Burgos pins Billy Q against the cage. Bane loves Billy Q.
Bro, I fucking love you guys. I love having a reason to get drunk, man. For some reason, ever since I became a pothead, right, I haven't drank so much. And I used to be a borderline alcoholic. I really used to. This is going to sound so fucked up. But when I was about 16 years old, every summer, me, my now wife, some friends, about a group of 5 people would go through a half gallon of vodka a day. So I realized, hey, that's probably an issue, right? And I haven't drank. And when I stopped after that, I drink rarely, like once every 3 or 4 months. But I haven't enjoyed being drunk probably in fucking 2 or 3 years. And this is a blast. Like, this is a fucking blast, man. I don't have – it's funny because I came up doing MMA in Oregon for so fucking long, and I don't have any buddies that actually fight. My only buddy that fought, Eric Herner, right? He was an old boss of mine, good buddy of Matt Lindland. I don't know if you guys know who Matt Lindland is from way back in the day in the UFC. But he moved over to New York. So fuck me. When I'm watching fights, I'd rather smoke if I'm watching them alone. But these companions are incredible. Tarps Off, you guys got something special going, especially with the funding for Tarps Off Fight Club. You got special personalities with Mancuso, yourself, and Bane. It's going to be exciting to see where you guys go, man.
Yeah, it's been exciting adding Bane into the mix. He's the man. He's gonna make it big on Twitter. He's my favorite Twitter account to follow. Sorry, Jordan.
In what world does Bane not end up fucking working for a real MMA promotion? Like I don't know, man. All I'm hoping is that he sticks with it, because stick-to-itiveness is one of the biggest powers you can have in this world, right? And if he sticks to it, I have no doubt in the world he's going to be one of the biggest MMA media personalities there is.
Who knows? Tarps Off Fight Club has some stuff working in the pipeline. Maybe that could be Bane's home.
Fuck yeah! If you guys don't utilize him in some way, you guys are dumb, man. You have to. The charisma is there. Watch LFA, right? Watch fucking Icon Fighting Federation. Watch don't watch Cage Warriors. Cage Warriors they don't fit for what I'm about to say. But you watch all these promotions, and I swear on absolutely everything that I know and love, right? Their commentary teams and their interviewers are worse than guys like Bane. They just are. And I don't know how. How?
Cage Warriors is great. It's Bradley. I hope I'm not getting his name wrong.
Wharton.
Bradley Wharton.
Wharton.
Yeah, he's amazing.
They're great because they are genuinely, you know, I don't know if you remember, but back in the day, WEC, right? WEC was run exactly the same. Yeah.
You know what?
But wait.
Burgos is going to get that decision.
He is.
But Billy Q's stock goes up.
Definitely. He's a top 15 caliber featherweight. But could you jog my memory what I was just saying?
Talking about the commentary that they're not as good as Bane.
Oh, so it's not just that it's Bane specifically, right? But it's like I wish some of these people would just take a look on MMA Twitter, right? Because fuck me, when I'm watching a broadcast, I love fucking watching the regional scenes, right? And when I watch Cage Warriors, it's phenomenal. You know why it's phenomenal? Because like WEC back in the day, the UFC runs Cage Warriors events exactly like the UFC. So when I've interviewed fighters before, right, and they say, hey, yeah, the WEC event was exactly like the UFC, that's because it's the same people running the same, that they do the same thing with Cage Warriors, right? That's why I speak so highly of Cage Warriors. The UFC puts more focus and more attention into Cage Warriors than they do into LFA, than they do in any regional scene. And it makes sense, right? Maybe not in, I say not so many guys, but Cage Warriors has put more guys in there than the LFA. You bring everyone from Europe over from there, right? The production value is insane. But when you watch LFA, when you watch Icon, when you watch Titan it's a fucking horrid presentation. I will never watch a Titan Fighting Championship event again. They're horrible, man. You bring some personality, like guys like Bane on Twitter, right? Fuck Patrick McCory. That kid has only 400 followers on his account, okay? But he's working through other outlets and doing things. You bring these guys on and you would have a more entertaining product, man. Instead, you got these guys fumbling and bumbling on the fucking broadcast, and it's not guys who are talented. Just because you're a former fighter doesn't mean that you're good on the mic. It doesn't mean you're good in front of a camera. But instead, we got guys over here quitting on fucking Twitter. There's people who've quit on Twitter that would be better at interviewing. And there's Burgos getting the announcement.
Burgos got the win. And honestly, Tarps Off Fight Club, we're trying to be different. We're trying to be, a different thing. We don't want to be like every other regional promotion. We want to be more fun. We want to bring the fans to it. So, Bane's out of here.
Did he leave?
He left.
Bane is gone, but Bane's Adam's apple is here, damn it.
Hopefully Bane's not gone for the night. Hopefully he comes back.
Should I down the rest of the Starburst? Man, that shit was so bubbly.
Which one? Is that an IPA again?
Yeah. I only drink IPAs. But what I was like I was saying earlier, with Tarps Off, man, give me some info on the shit going in ahead of time, because I was looking up some of the fighters you had, like with the more losing records, right? And I don't mean to bring that up, but obviously some fighters have losing records. Who gives a fuck? It's the regional scene. I just watched LFA 115. There's a guy who was 3-8 on the main card, damn it. Anyways, give me some info on these guys.
We have Eric Wilson on the card, and his record is not very indicative of what he is as a fighter. He fights the best of the best, and in his last fight he lost it, but if you were to go watch that back, I guarantee you'd be giving that fight for Eric Wilson.
Well,
he won that last fight.
Give me some info. Is that Fabio Charant? Is that Fabio Charant with Shane Burgos with the twisties in the back? Fabio Charant, follow him on Twitter, man. The dude only has like 2,000 followers. He's always talking about eating ass, man. It's great. It's fucking hilarious. I don't know if you follow. There's Mackenzie Dern. I don't know if you follow Fabio, but he is one of the.
There's Francis Ngannou and Valentina Shevchenko. But
imagine
like I was saying, with Imperato versus
Blonde Brunson, it's Blonde Brunson behind Ngannou, damn it! And fuck Halle Berry, get her off my screen.
You have your striker versus your grappler in Imperato versus Wilson. That's going to be a banger of a fight. We have another fight. I can't announce it yet, but it's a former Bellator guy versus one of Canada's bests. That is going to be the main event. That is going to be a banger of a fight. And we also have Zach Powell on the card, who is a phenomenal fighter from Canada. He's looking to make his run. We actually signed him to a multi-fight deal. So we will have Zach Powell at the next couple events.
Taking bets. My man throws up his IPA second round of Usman fight. Oh, he thinks I'm throwing up. Oh, motherfucker. I bet.
Is Bane coming back?
Not at all. My wife's asking if you can see her. As long as you don't stand by, Amina. As long as you don't come right here, we can't see you. You're perfectly fine.
I like that Bane always autocorrects to Babe.
Well, he is Babe.
I almost messaged Babe. Are you coming back?
I'm telling you, man. I'm about to end up on wait lists for being a part of these companions. I'm having a blast. In terms of watching fights and just enjoying myself, I think this is one of the best times I've had in quite a while.
They're fun to do. You get to interact with the fans of MMA Twitter, MMA Facebook, all of them. It's a great time in here.
And just to prove for the YouTube that it's a hookah, this is a tobacco product. This is a tobacco product. You see the charcoals up top. Tobacco product. Closed captioning.
I think Bane will be back.
Bane will be back.
The
He
two
won't miss it.
events here.
Here's the thing. I love Bane. Bane is fucking phenomenal. And while he's not here, it almost plays up to the character because you know it does play up to the character. He's got to keep his gimmick a little bit. Bane knows what the fuck he's doing. And right now it might not pay off because he has so few people, right? But think about it. In sports, when you know somebody and you've got almost a cult following, right? Don't they always have these inside jokes? Don't they always have these little things? Bane is on his way to bigger and better things. I'm telling you, man. I don't talk about people highly. Bane, fucking to the moon. And Joe
Canelo fights Plant tonight. Plant versus Canelo. We have Cinnamon versus a Plant in boxing.
Did you say Cinnamon versus a Plant?
Well, Canelo means cinnamon. So
I know.
Cinnamon versus Plant. James says you got dabs in the hookah, bro. Call the FBI.
Do I got dabs in the hookah? No, I only got hookah in a vape pen.
But why tonight power move? Well, the thing is, Canelo usually doesn't come out until after the UFC is done. He
fights often on the same days. He watches the UFC cards in the back, and this motherfucker is a genius, okay? Because a lot of people, after watching UFC cards, are willing to pay for a boxing card they weren't willing to before. And with boxing cards, they're often main event heavy. Canelo sits there, waits, and then if we have a phenomenal main event and my drunk dumb ass is sitting here, I'm going to go buy that pay-per-view and I'm going to watch Canelo wash Caleb Plant. We know what's going to happen, but I'm going to pay you my money to watch it. Now, I wanted to segue, man, because JMMA of MMA or Uncaged Media, right? He is so high on Caleb Plant winning this fight, and I almost want to slap him. Like, what?
No way. Canelo's going to win this one.
If Caleb Plant does win, it's the biggest boxing upset in the last 20 years.
Although,
what's a bigger upset? This might be one of the biggest of all time. I really don't know what is a bigger upset. What are the betting odds? Do you know, or you want me to pull them up?
You can pull them up, but honestly, like Canelo is much better technically than Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant might be the strongest, most athletic opponent Canelo has faced outside of Floyd Mayweather.
Canelo is minus 1,200. That means bet $1,200 to win $100.
Yeah, I don't think Canelo loses.
Plant is plus 700. Bet $100 to win 700. Colin, I like Bane. He's okay for a Hyper 12. You're like for 5 minutes. Hey, man. Well, if you like me, follow me, Uncaged_media on Twitter, Uncaged Media on YouTube. We got a special piece coming out on Dustin Poirier coming in the following days. Jack Gotzel, Chris Mancuso will be featuring on the channel because talking MMA.
I think Uncaged Media and Tarps Off Sports will be working a lot together in the future.
Fuck me. I don't even care if it's in terms of companies. In terms of talking fights and having a blast, you guys have definitely made an impact, man. Mancuso reached out, or I reached out to Mancuso shortly after having you on. He was so gracious in terms of coming on the podcast and everything. So it's a blast. I think we can do some magic. I think we can work some magic, man. I think we can do some pretty good stuff together. It's going to be a blast. But
there's a lot of guys on staff that are great. Sean Bitter. I don't think you can talk to a guy that knows more prospects in MMA on planet Earth than Sean Bitter. He can name you the
Give me
top
his
50
Twitter
prospects in
handle.
Oregon off the top of his head.
Give me his Twitter handle because that's what I do, man. Like I'm
MMA
telling
Wizard.
you, I absolutely love that you guys are in the same sense of what I do, kind of coming up, right? Because coming up and wait a minute, quick question. How the fuck did you guys develop a relationship with Jake Shields?
We got into MMA. Me and Mancuso had a conversation of who is like the best guy that fits the brand, goes against the grain. That's an MMA fighter. I mentioned Jake Shields.
Cheeto
and
looks big.
Mancuso immediately was like, "Yep, that's the guy." So we went and we contacted Jake. He's a great guy.
Jake Shields is a great guy. But no, like I said, you guys are on to something special, man. I really do believe that you are, and I think there's a lot of companies or people coming up right now making a lot of noise with MMA media, but fuck, and I mean it in every sense of that word. Let me get a close-up. The guy that goes by MMA media and literally ripped off all of my fucking artwork, you can go fuck yourself. You can go straight home. You can go lock the bathroom door. You can call your mom and make sure she's asleep and fuck yourself. Thank you.
Frank's got Canelo by KO TKO. Is that even odds at the moment? What?
Oh, shit. I don't have another beer. I'm only 4.
How is that even odds?
Wait, Canelo by KO. Canelo by KO TKO is at even odds? That's going no way.
Is there a way to put your house on something like actually?
Yeah, if you're in person, you can sign a contract or whatever. FanDuel boxing odds. Canelo stopping plan should not be even odds. That's insane. If any of you listening are gamblers,
Hold on. That's your former Bellator guy? Yeah, Jake Shields fought for the championship versus George.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Calling Jake Shields Bellator guy is a huge mistake. Jake Shields was the only dude behind GSP that could ever really say, hey, I'm that number one fucking guy, okay? Jake Shields was the number one guy, and he didn't get cut because he wasn't good. He did not get cut because he wasn't good. Not at all. He got cut because he wasn't exciting. Why do you have to be exciting? If guys cannot keep you off of them, if you can violate them in ways that I can't speak about on air, why is that not good enough for the UFC, right? Jake Shields is one of the best fighters to ever enter in there. And if he had the pleasure of going up against anyone, and I mean anyone not named George St. Pierre, Jake Shields would have been a long-time world champion. Jake Shields is the man.
Oh, exactly. Jake would have been the champ if GSP wasn't there. Yeah, GSP got the better of him. GSP is the better fighter, but like Jake was that solid number 2 behind him.
Canelo Alvarez live is minus 1,000. Caleb Plant is moving a little bit. Don't know if that's sharp action or just drunk people looking for a profit. Method of victory. Okay, so we look at Canelo Alvarez by KO TKO is not even odds. But here's the thing. To those of you that know gambling, okay, Canelo is not even odds, but he's minus 185. That's the same odds Bobby Green was to beat Ali Akinta. I think Canelo wins this fight. He gets the KO TKO. I don't see Plant going to a decision, and I think you can almost double up on your money. But right now, Frankie Edgar is about to guarantee me some profit tonight because Ian Garry got it done. Bobby Green got it done. I had him by decision. It was a finish. I was hunting action, man. Instead of taking minus 180, I hunted the odds. This is why you take the fighter, not the method, okay? Ian Garry barely won by round 1. He won 1 second and won me that bet. Don't take him by method. Take him by the whatever. The over-under was 1.5. If I would have bet
you're completely right here. He didn't build up the fights. He didn't act. That's not in Jake's personality. He doesn't have that. He's a real guy. I mean, he spent all his time around Nick and Nate Diaz. Nate, like people are like, oh, well, Nate builds the fight. That's in Nate's personality. That's how he builds the fight. He doesn't act. That's just who Nate is.
I think comparing a fighter to another is almost, if they don't have incredibly similar backgrounds, it's just not a good idea, man. I told you Bane would be back in here, but it's just not a good idea, man. Fighters with so different backgrounds. Yes, they're friends. Because you're friends doesn't mean you have the closest background. I think that just kind of shows to how Nick and Nate Diaz can really relate to any and everybody. because Jake Shields posted something on Twitter recently himself. There was an event, a jiu-jitsu event, right? It was cops against
Cops
fighters.
versus stoners. Yes.
And Jake Shields looked like the fucking cop in the event, but Jake Shields,
You know
was
what's
not,
funny?
right?
So Jake actually beat a cop in that event. In that same weekend, Dylan Dennis got tapped out by a bouncer.
I mean, Dylan Dennis didn't get tapped out by a bouncer. He got fucking held there by a bouncer. That's a little worse than getting tapped out. That means the bouncer sat there and he was like, wait a minute, let me not apply all my pressure. Let me toy with this dude because I know he can't get out. Let's let this little guy out. Let's just hold him here. Let's caress him. Let's feel him. Let's comfort him. And let's let the police get over here. Dylan Dennis.
Frank says Cheeto has horrendous takedown defense. If Frankie gets top control, he could coast.
If you watch my betting video, I bet Frankie Edgar. If I had to bet method, it would have been by decision. But it's because I see Frankie, if it's not in this first round, in the second and third, taking Cheeto down and really winning on the points. Realistically, Cheeto hasn't proved he's a top 10 bantamweight. He hasn't. He is a top 15 bantamweight. But Frankie Edgar is not going to lose to a top 15 bantamweight.
I kind of have to agree with Ernesto here. Cheeto, easy win, guys. Frankie was good, but days are over.
Days are over, but Cheeto's stock is high for what reason? For what reason? Tell me the last guy. That's not in. That's Frankie. Goddamn. Frankie.
Guillotine from Cheeto.
Frankie.
Won.
Frank. No. Look at that. He let go of the arm. Frankie's out. Okay, so here we go. Frankie's going to win this first round. And that's the thing. Frankie is on his downswing. And in my betting video, I said he's on the downswing. I have a prediction that is going to be a little different. This is the last win of Frankie Edgar's career.
And hold on, Bane. Billy Q's stock went up in that fight. Don't you hang your head.
Yeah.
Don't you hang your head.
Oh, yeah. You see the chat, bro? Bane is sitting here silent, but the chat is going, Bane, don't fumble the bag. Show up. The fans want you here, damn it. Billy lost. Bane won. You're here for the show.
In Bane, Rose is going to lose tonight. It's like good things are going to happen.
He's not, but...
Okay, so Bane, Billy lost.
I would get Bane back.
But there's profit here, bro. If you like making $1 or $2 bets, you're about to win 10 of those bitches, man. You're gonna win 10 of them.
I was good.
Man, the alcohol is running through me. I gotta piss again like a Russian racehorse.
UFC will market and milk Cheeto.
By the way, Gotts, where do you originate from? You look
Boston.
like yeah, Boston. How many generations have you been up there?
3, I think, and then Ireland.
Yeah, there we go. That's the one I was looking for. Man, I'm telling you, you do Boston fans proud, man. There's not a lot of there are a lot. Don't get me wrong, Boston's a very populated place. My best friend, actually, funny thing to touch on. Best friend passed away not too long ago. About 5 years now.
Holy shit, look at these upticks from Cheeto.
Cheeto might knock it. Oh, but Edgar is very smart, just dropping in there. Ground strikes 32-12 for Edgar. But anyways, my buddy was from Boston, came to Portland, had a tattoo of the Boston, a bridge out in Boston. You may know, I'm not familiar with Boston, but there's a bridge. There was a tattoo from here. It was a bridge in Boston linked to one of the biggest bridges in Oregon. When he got buried in a Tom Brady jersey with a Patriots logo on his gravestone. So rest in peace to him. But
fucking Brady.
In terms of Boston, man, you make their fans look really fucking good.
I appreciate that. Obviously, I do have my Irish bias from time to time. When Garry was fighting, I was trying to not go that direction. But
Johnny Beardsley, I love you.
Can't help it.
I love you so much. You're my best friend in this entire stream. I hope to make you proud one day.
End of round 1. Who do you think took that? I got
Edgar.
Frankie.
Yeah, what? There's no fucking question. He dominated. That's not.
I agree with you there, Bane.
Fucking question.
Bane.
10-9 Frankie.
Bane, if you were on MMA On Point right now, you'd go viral as a meme.
I wish, man. They didn't want me.
By the way, I was thinking about that because I saw recently someone made their first voiceover episode or whatever for them. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, bro, like, well, how do so many people fumble the bag? Ben the Bane Davis is right there, and somehow he's voiceovering for fucking me. He's voiceovering for me.
I think we have a different Bane in the chat right now. I think we got this Bane.
Ah, yes. I was wondering what would break first.
I can't control it.
Your spirit? Oh, your buddy.
Bane, here's the thing, right? The sad quality, whatever. Billy Q's stock went up in a way yeah. Billy Q's next fight it's gonna be at a parallel level to what it would have been if he won the fight.
I agree.
Frankie Edgar, live odds is now.
He'll donate his kids' milk money to help you out, Bane.
Craig Davis, yes, I did say Ben the Bane Davis. Your son's name is Benjamin, which means Ben is in some way your offspring. So follow him. Make sure give him some likes, some retweets, give him some attention. He's having a rough time right now, man.
Bane,
anyways, okay. Bane, take
Rose
over for me, man.
Get knocked out, and everything's gonna be good again.
The alcohol's running through me like a Russian racehorse. Frankie Edgar's looking good, looking like I might profit tonight. That would be nice, but I'm gonna head out for a couple of minutes, man. I'll be right back.
This is exactly what I was fucking telling you guys. I do not rate Marlon Vera's wins against the experience and pedigree of Frankie Edgar. Look at that. Another takedown. Boom. That's the rest of the round. I don't fucking see Marlon getting up from that shit.
Well, hold
Jack
on.
said we were dumb for taking Frankie.
If
Jack didn't like it.
Bane, I have to eat a shoe. And Frankie's got him in the full guard again. Things are not looking good for Chito Vera and me not eating a shoe right now. Bane, do you know any good edible shoes?
Crocs?
I might have to buy a pair of Crocs and eat them. Oh boy, it looks like I will be eating a shoe. I don't know how this is going to go tomorrow if I do have to eat a shoe. But it's looking that way unless Cheeto can pull out a stoppage, I think. Because it looks like Frankie is going to grab round 2 as well as round 1. Oh, but Cheeto back to his feet. And Cheeto throwing a couple nice left hands. But Frankie is moving and looking like he has not lost any energy this fight.
I do not rate Marlon Vera. I do not rate him.
Bane is a Cheeto hater.
I'm not. I just like Frankie that much, man. You know what's funny? I don't even fucking care because all my bets are fucked now. So I've got nothing.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Your parlays are alive.
It is alive.
Frankie's from New York, right?
Yes, he's from New York. This is a homecoming. Bane, if your parlay hits, don't you profit regardless on the night?
Yeah.
So smile, man.
I'll make $20 off the 7-way parlay. If Canelo wins, I'll make 22. If Rose wins by stoppage, I'll win 17. So I'll be back up.
So why'd you go stoppage? Why'd you go stoppage for Rose?
Why'd I go stoppage?
Decision.
Similar to Joanna, right? Similar to the Joanna fight. I see her winning again, but I see her taking 5 rounds. Zhang Weili is an elite fighter, man. And by the way, is anyone watching still up for the chugs? Or Bane, you up for the chugs? It doesn't say Jendo anymore. Anyone up for the chugs?
Jack's gone.
Bane, my man, I hope to meet you at a UFC event one day. I feel like me and you in the audience would make a hell of a commotion.
I'll be at 269.
I got a daughter, man. I won't be.
Oh, well.
Cheeto looks good standing up, but it's like after this round, he's down 2-0, right? That's
We
My-
100%
yeah, I
have
agree, in
the
my
four of us
opinion.
at the UFC event. Imagine us four, us three, and then Mancuso. That would
Here's the thing.
be some havoc.
If you give me, say, 2 months ahead of time, I'll make my way to that fucking event.
Tarps off Fight
If you
Club
would have
Yeah,
hit me up,
wait, yeah, dude. If you want to come out to Tarps Off Fight Club,
where is it? Because I got to get my passport done to go to Canada, and I can expedite it. But if I go up there, do I get free tickets and press row or what?
yeah,
100%.
we'll put you up, cage side.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
100% you would get.
Wait, what?
free
Oh,
press.
fuck me! I'm going to Canada, ain't I? You'll put me up cage side, huh?
There are some strings I can pull, and that is one of them.
You can put what's the date on that event? That's a sick ass table. That's my mom's
December
table.
18th.
December what?
December 18th, and wait till we announce the main event. It's a good one.
And it is in where, Canada? Where is it?
Niagara Falls, right across the border from Buffalo.
Stand by. I'm looking at tickets. Oh, fuck. Across from Buffalo? Why can't you be across from Seattle, damn it? That's just going to be like $400.
Well, we're going to be throwing more events in Canada throughout the next year, so we will be eventually across the border from Seattle.
$308 for Niagara. Wait. So you're going to be there the 18th, which would mean I would want to get there the 17th, right? 18th at what time? Local.
What time is the card at?
Yeah.
I know it's an earlier card because we do not.
Okay, so I want to get there the
UFC
17th.
that night.
So I want to get there the 17th. Round trip. We'll fly economy, Portland, Oregon, Niagara Falls. Not Buffalo. Not Buffalo.
You could do Hamilton too. You
Niagara
could fly into
Falls.
Hamilton, Ontario, or Buffalo.
Buffalo, New York?
Yes.
Okay, so Buffalo, New York would be $308. Hamilton, Ontario would be... Fuck, I'm going to Buffalo. Hamilton's $800? What the fuck?
Chito Vera versus Frankie Edgar is going on right now, and Frankie Edgar is up big on the scorecards, and I have to eat a shoe if this continues.
Okay,
Although
so
Jedi Goodman has it 1919,
okay,
I don't
July 17th, come back.
necessarily believe him.
It's
Fly the
you know what, it's
16th,
weird
come
because
back
Frankie
17th. Fuck.
Frankie got stunned several times in the second round. But I don't know. I still rate his.
I gave
work
it to
within-
Frankie as well.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Jack. Do you guys have any idea of when Tarps Off Fight Club 2 is coming? Because to make a 1 or 2 day trip, it'd be like $600 as opposed to if I went for 2 weeks, it'd be $300. So I don't think I'd be able to make it to the first one.
I don't know. I don't think we're doing 2 events within 2 weeks.
No, not in 2 weeks.
Within 2 weeks.
No,
but,
if it's in fucking May of next year, let me know when Tarps Off Fight Club 2 is, and I can guarantee you, you get me on press row, I'll fucking make my way out there. I don't give a fuck if I've got to
now this
hitchhike
is
my way
complete
out there.
guesstimation, but I want to say around March.
That's fine. Obviously, guesstimation. As I'm saying, whenever it is, if Tarps Off Fight Club 2 comes, the second it's announced, you let me know, or the second you know it's in the works, you let me know. And I'll pull the strings and make sure that works out. You would have hit me up a little while ago. I would have been able to make it happen with the daughter. It's not as simple.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You know, I think Cheeto's stock in my mind might be rising tonight, regardless of what happens. I think Edgar's up 2-0 regardless.
Do they have to run Cheeto versus Sean O'Malley again?
If I'm the UFC and if I'm Sean O'Malley, I'm avoiding both of those. I'm avoiding it for both of those reasons, right? The UFC,
Sean O'Malley claims he didn't lose.
The UFC should take Sean O'Malley and go here or here. The UFC should take those excuses and go. You don't see him all of a sudden, right? They should go that way. They should keep him as far away from Cheeto as possible. And we lost Jack Bain. Damn it, we are hosting ourselves.
Jack's gone. It's just us. I don't know. I don't really think that Cheeto's gaining a ton.
I just got voted for my own
Colin,
stream.
if you pay my fight and Jack is willing to spar with me for 15 minutes, I promise you I get a stoppage.
Do you have a background in boxing?
I trained at Team Quest when I was young.
No,
okay?
thank you.
Left Team Quest, went to SBG International downtown Portland. Garbage.
You want to wrestle?
Fuck
Sure.
that. Took SBG International downtown Portland. Said yeet. Went to Gracie Baja on Foster. Gracie Baja closed. American Top Team Portland is open. You pay my flight. I stopped Jack Gotzel, and then I tapped the Bane out in a jiu-jitsu wink rolling match.
I beat the fuck out of you. I beat the absolute fuck out of you. Inside 10 minutes, I make Jendo tap the strikes.
Bane, what's your amateur record?
0-0, but I'd still dog walk you. No!
Oh, I don't have to eat a shoe. I don't have to eat a shoe.
No! Cheeto closes it. Cheeto closes the show. Down 2 rounds. Marlon, Cheeto Vera gets the stoppage. Frankie's complaining. Frankie looks good. Frankie looks good. Do you think it was early? I don't think it was so early.
I don't have to eat a shoe.
Felt early.
Frankie's still shaking, but you've seen people fight through a lot worse than that. Cheeto Vera is in a position that's so weird.
Oh. No, that's a good stoppage.
I told you. Again, Frankie's out. He drops,
and
then he comes to, and by the time he's ready to kind of say, what? The ref has stopped it 10 seconds ago. You know what I mean? Front kick stoppage.
Frankie.
It's not Anderson Silva. It's not Vitor, or Anderson Silva versus Vitor. It's not Lyoto versus Vitor. It's Marlon Cheeto Vera versus Frankie Edgar. And Marlon Cheeto Vera, regardless of where he goes from here, this type of ending confirms that his name continues to grow, confirms that he's still a budding star, but to me just confirms that some young guy coming up is going to get to eat on Cheeto Vera. I think now you might make O'Malley versus Vera, because this can make O'Malley pop into the top 10, and I really don't think Cheeto Vera's got much for him.
Really? You think Sean O'Malley wins that one?
So here's the thing. I don't want to say wins, because again, on O'Malley, I'm split. Okay, I'm
very split on that fight as well. I'm right in the same boat as you. I believe.
But
yes, Vera beat him, but it was a weird fight.
So where's Edgar ranked right now? Right, we're in the bantamweight division.
Edgar was ranked 8th, right?
Okay, so if you take Vera. You take Vera, you go up to 10. Let's say we go up to 10. You beat number 8. Doesn't mean you go up to 8. Let's say you go up to 10. Okay. Let's take a look. We've got Aljo as the champ, obviously. Jan Dillashaw, Sanhagen, Font Aldo Marab, Cody Garbrandt, Frankie Edgar, Pedro Munoz. That's the top 9. And if you put, say Frankie Edgar drops out, you used to put Munoz at 8. You put number 9, Cheeto Vera. Cheeto Vera at number 9 could fight Sean O'Malley, who's unranked, and that could break O'Malley into the top 10, which would allow the UFC to start booking him a little bit differently, like they want. He's not taking the big fights. He's taking the big money, right? He's saying on these contracts, he's not going to take it. But if you put him versus Cheeto, he'll take that fight. If he wins that fight, and I'm not saying he will, it's a whole different fight. It'll take some time to make a prediction. If he wins that fight, right? Who ahead of him is easier to beat? Munoz, Garbrandt, Dwalishvili, who is a hell of a matchup. Aldo, Font, Sanhagen, Dillashaw, Jan. I think you make that rematch just because it's the easiest way to put a money name.
Now that you articulated it like that, yeah, I would completely agree with you. I don't know. How do you feel, Bane?
I have no thoughts.
Bane has no thoughts. So, Bane, how do you feel about this knockout that's coming Rose Namajunas' way in this next fight?
I just feel it's not necessarily a knockout. I just think she stops Zhang Weili.
No, not gonna happen.
I don't think she stops her.
I'm sorry, Jack. She already did.
Yeah, she also stopped Joanna and Jacek, and then in the second fight, she just kind of proved she was better by winning the fight.
You know what? To your point, I think dude, Sean O'Malley dog walks Cody Garbrandt at this point in their careers. I think Cody Garbrandt does not offer enough, and Sean O'Malley with his power obliterates Cody Garbrandt.
Larry Fishman's right with me. Rose getting KO'd.
Hey, Larry, is it tough being stupid? Is it fucking hard?
Well, he might have been being sarcastic.
Yo, Bane, how you feeling, bud? Jack, how you feeling, bud? Wait. Can we get a three-way? Jack.
Let's get a trio.
Are we chugging or are we just sipping?
Well, I just poured this and I poured it really strong. I'm hoping
Pussies!
I poured it to sip, so I'm hoping that's what we're doing. Because this will be tough to chug.
Marvin Vittori, number 2 at the event. Won 6 of the last 7. Only lost to Israel Adesanya. Going to be very hard to get a title shot because he's lost to him twice. Glover Teixeira is there. Zac Efron, High School Musical, is in attendance. He's got a hell of a mustache. Do you see that? That is a hell of a fucking guy, man.
I'll say this to James's point, right? I'm not saying Rose by submission.
Pug Rose.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, think Zhang Weili is doing a lot of wrestling. She's training a lot of wrestling.
Thug Rose.
Can we take a second to appreciate that right now we're sitting in a moment in time, right? There's not many moments where we sit there and get this opportunity. We sit there and we think we get a lot of MMA events, we get a lot of boxing events, we got a lot of fighting events. But if I sit here and pause this moment of time, there's not many times in life where you get to look at combat sports and you realize up next is a fighter in the caliber of Thug Rose Namajunas, who has captivated fight fans around the world in a way that very few females ever have, squaring off against China's one hope at MMA glory, Zhang Weili, leading into Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington in one of the best rivalry matches of all time in a rematch. And wait a minute. Did we stop there, or did you realize that Canelo Alvarez is fighting Caleb Plant later tonight, and we're lucky enough to just be sitting here watching the fights and talking to these great people over the chat, man. What a great night, and all thanks to Tarps Off Sports.
Hell yeah, we're happy to have you here, Jendo. It's a fun one for sure.
UFC 4 ad is coming, and Bane. I hate to bring it up, but in a way I don't. Where did you see Billy Q going from here? What's his next fight? A lot of options just opened up. And again, I like the somber tone. Maybe it's a gimmick, maybe it's more emotion. Again, it hurts to see a buddy lose, but he didn't lose here in the eyes of the fans. I don't think many people are looking at him that are looking down. Matthew says Canelo is about to fight now. And as I say that, I see that everyone just went to check if that's actually the case. Canelo Alvarez multiple times has fought the same day as a UFC card. He has never come out the same time. There has even been the most recent, I don't remember what UFC card it was. It may have been a McGregor card. I'm not positive. Don't hold me to that. But he waited 50-plus minutes to come out to finish the UFC main event.
Let's go. Colby at plus 250. Easy. I think I'm the lone guy that's picking Colby Covington here. But honestly, I would like to talk to this with you. I'd like to talk about this with you guys. A lot of people are talking about Usman's progression since the last fight, right? About how his striking and his combinations, all of that. What about Colby's progressions?
What about him? Oh, shut up. Shut the fuck up. What progression?
What do you mean?
I'm sorry. No.
What progression?
Let me speak.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up. He beat a washed Tyron Woodley, whose stock is at an all-time low. Kamaru Usman has been racking up title defenses. What the fucking goddamn hell has Covington shown
would you
in
let
terms
me
of
speak
improvements?
so I can
he went from American Top Team to MMA Masters, a smaller gym that has never had a UFC title. Okay, congrats. Have fun getting knocked out again.
One, Mancuso, that's not true. We had 500 people in here at one point. And two, no. Colby has been able to change his head movement completely. And that last fight...
Based on what? It's based on what?
Based on the Tyron Woodley
Wait a minute.
fight.
It's easier to get fights as the champion than it is to get as the number one as someone as Colby Covington. I don't care who wins this bout.
Has better
Colby
setup.
Covington,
I could see him even trying to take Usman down tonight. Colby
Colby
has better
Covington
head
beats
movement.
everyone Kamaru beats. He just may not beat Kamaru, but he beats everyone else. He beats everyone Kamaru beats,
I don't think
just
so.
not Kamaru.
I don't think so. I think you guys are heavily overrating Colby Covington.
I think Shane Burgos is my new best friend.
No, Colby has better head movement. He has better setups for the takedown. I think that Colby can really, and honestly, if he does the pressure fighting with his newfound head movement, I think he can pressure Usman to a victory. He was up on the scorecards versus Usman in the last fight.
His newfound head movement that doesn't exist.
It does exist, and you're going to see it tonight. We saw
It only doesn't exist.
Marty Fake Newsman.
It only doesn't exist until he uses it against someone caliber of Kamaru Usman. What I want to take a second.
So what are you guys going to say when he gets knocked out in 3 rounds?
Okay, so what I'm going to
say when Colby's unconscious within 3 rounds? What are you guys going to say? Oh, it's his head movement? Oh, it's his newfound fucking improvements? When he is dead on the ground, what are you going to say?
What I'm gonna say,
and your girl Rose is getting dusted here.
Here's the thing.
I just don't think so.
Kamaru Usman.
The friendship between me and Bane is over for the rest of the night. We are now enemies.
Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington.
We'll be friends tomorrow,
right?
Bane.
You look at it this way: if we could have transported ourselves, say, 13, 14 years back in time, we would be having the same conversation as we would be having with George St. Pierre, Nick Diaz, George St. Pierre, BJ Penn. Different conversations, right? But what I'm going to take a second to do, because again, this is a very, very volatile fight to where everyone wants to pick a side. But I think the very few people that are able to sit down tonight and really acknowledge that Kamaru Usman, okay, and Colby Covington are 2 of the best welterweights of all time. And not only 2 of the best welterweights of all time, they might be number 2 and number 3. I'm not saying that
Colby Covington's 0 ranked wins. No one else in the ranked 15 Colby's beaten. He's beaten 0 top ranked 15
That's true for Jorge Masvidal. That's true for Jorge Masvidal.
Who got knocked out?
Okay, but here's the thing. It's not about getting knocked out. It's about welterweight right now looks incredibly different than what did a few years ago. And it's about people like Jorge and people like Colby now having a name to not need. They do not need to fight 4 or 5 more guys. They've got the name there. Yes,
Masvidal beat Chiesa back in the day.
Ernesto calling Kamaru.
Come on,
is the highlight of my night.
That's a top 15 ranked win, you bitch. That's against your logic.
Bro, hey, wait a minute. So I did this for a research piece before, and I have a feeling I'm going to prove you very wrong. Blazers up 20 on the Lakers, by the way, for anyone who cares. Jorge Masvidal, let's go to his Tapology page. He has not beaten anyone in the top 15. I do not believe so. Oh, no. He has defeated, I believe, 2 people in the top 15 in the past somewhat years. And it was Darren Till, because Darren Till is at middleweight in 2019. And he has also beaten Michael Chiesa, and listen to this one, in 2013.
It still plays.
But does it? Because Colby Covington beat Damian Maia, who we all understand is a legend of the sport, who's on his way out.
That got dog-walked by Bilal Muhammad.
Okay, but here's the thing. He got dog-walked by Bilal Muhammad how long after Colby? Colby fought him very soon after a title fight. That's not the same Maia. And if we're saying that, right, it's like comparing the Anderson Silva that Chris Weidman beat to the Anderson Silva that Uriah Hall beat. It's not the same guy.
When Colby gets knocked the fuck out, I want you to eat your goddamn words, Jendo. I want you to eat your goddamn fucking words.
We're gonna find out, boys.
Usman wins, but Colby Covington is a hell of a lot better than Matt Hughes ever was. And Colby Covington is a hell of a lot better than Tyron Woodley ever was. So when you look at the welterweight landscape, although it may go GSP, Kamaru Usman, Matt Hughes, Robbie Lawler, and then Tyron Woodley, whoever, there's no reason not to have the argument that it's Colby Covington. And damn it, Zhang Weili is coming out right now. We're going
also,
to the
Canelo's already fighting. What's up with that?
I'll pull it up, boys. If you need double duty, I've got double duty. Tarps off Sport is so good to me. I don't mind working without a paycheck. I do it every day for myself.
And here comes Weili Zhang, the woman who is going to knock out Rose Namajunas.
Namajunas. Okay, so Plant and Canelo.
She's done.
Plant and Canelo are in the third round. Got it pulled up on the monitor. Zhang is making her walkout. Canelo and Plant in the clinch. Canelo in the gold shorts. Plant in the white, black Nike shoes for Caleb.
That's right,
Plant.
Ernesto. That's right, Ernesto. And also you calling Kamaru Camela is honestly gold.
Canelo lands a nice overhand. Plant to attack him back with the left hand. Can't find the distance. The Hennessy sponsor looks great on Canelo, and it may not be Hennessy, but it's time for a drink.
Team Rose. We got a Team Rose. I'm Team Anti-Rose, but the other guys here are Team Rose.
Is there any way to edit the title of this stream?
There is.
Edit it to Canelo versus Plant stream / Rose versus Zhang Weili. Once this Canelo fight's over, edit it back to Usman. Let's get these viewers in here, man. It's a hell of a night for combat sports fans. Tarps Off Sports has some special things on hand, man. Jake Shields podcast. I wish I was that lucky. Jack Gotzel, Chris Mancuso, you guys got some special production going on. Oh, beautiful dig to the body from Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant looks comfortable. Canelo Alvarez eating a jab now digs a hook to the body, but Caleb Plant is looking comfortable. Shout out to JMMA from Uncaged Media. He has Plant in this one, and Caleb Plant's looking a lot better than any of us would have anticipated. Third round is over. I missed the first two, and I missed the first half of the third round, but it looks like a competitive fight. Going into the fourth, I got you here for Plant versus Canelo. Jack, I know you're waiting for Thug Rose to make her entrance. I know you got Zhang Weili, but it's something special to see Thug Rose come out in front of these MSG fans.
I got Weili Zhang. That's my girl tonight. Hopefully she can make it happen for me.
I went to the restroom.
And Bane went to the restroom. Rose getting the blackout treatment here at Madison Square Garden.
Thug Rose.
Thug Rose.
By the way, how the fuck has the stream hasn't froze once, has it?
I wish I had a clip of Conor McGregor saying she shit on the bus.
I'm the best.
You're right. It is time. It is time.
Thug Rose!
Stream the fight. Are we still talking?
Thug
Well, you
Rose!
see.
That's fucking illegal.
Thug Rose is not illegal. Thug Rose is making her walkout right now, and that is anything but illegal. What she may do to Zhang Weili may pass as illegal in some states. But in the state of Oregon, we're going to call it legal. Thug Rose is about to hear and still.
Thug Rose.
Oh, Thug Rose is not about to hear and still.
Jack.
She's mentally not there, and she never has been.
Mentally not there and never has been. She wasn't there the first title, right? The second time, she's ready, man. But not just that, right? We talked on Tuesday, did we not? And I said Thug Rose is going to win. Bane said Thug Rose is going to win. And then this handsome man that likes to wear a one championship hat named Jack Gotzel said, I'm not sure, but I'm taking Rose Namajunas for the win. All of a sudden, 4 days later, listen to the man. Listen to the man. What happened, Jack? What happened?
I'm not a Rose fan. I don't like her, to be honest. I don't like her character. I'm gonna be
I hope you guys didn't hear the background noise.
I'm not a big Rose fan. I don't like that she calls herself Thug Rose, and then when McGregor threw the dolly through the bus, she said that she couldn't leave her house for like 2 years.
I can
I
kind
think
of understand it.
she puts on this fake persona for everybody to see.
Hearing Thug Rose, right? Though, when you hear her story, do you not think she's been through some experiences that build a little bit different, right? The Conor experience was the type that makes a hard reaction, right? But think about it. If a tough situation comes over, there are certain people who are strong and they do things that other people could never envision, right? The acts of heroes. They would never take the credit, right? Do you not see Thug Rose as someone being a hero, doing one of those acts, and just never talking about it? It is haunting. Sometimes we look at our real life superheroes and we realize, hey, everything is great. Sometimes we realize that we look at them and we realize, hey, sometimes being a superhero makes seeing some darkness. Thug Rose has seen some darkness, and this is time for her to come through to the light and prove to everybody that, hey, I'm up 2-0.
I'm the greatest.
Nah, not just the best, not just the bravest. 2-0. Wait a minute. 2-0 on not only Joanna, but 2-0 on Thug Rose. Bane, I know you're with me. On Thug Rose, on Zhang Weili, damn it.
James, I bet you bang her though.
You know what? I have an
I'm with
excuse.
Jonathan.
I'm a virgin.
I'm with Jonathan.
My full name is
Weili Zhang.
John. I don't know who Jonathan is, my friend.
He's right
With
there.
Colby Covington fighting on the card.
Nah, I'm diagonal. I'm up
China.
to the right.
Oh, he's right there.
Now up.
No, in the chat.
Oh, hey, Jonathan Turner. Thug Rose is the truth. She's going to get the job done again. I agree. I don't think she's going to get the finish just because Zhang Weili is a world-class fighter. Thug Rose is a world-class fighter. I think they go 5 rounds, but I think Thug Rose cements herself as the champ. But what I wanted to talk on, and again, Tuesday, we talked, Zhang Weili's been working with Henry Cejudo and Davison Figueiredo. Do you guys realize that Davison Figueiredo and Henry Cejudo have both fought only one weight class above? If Zhang has really developed some jiu-jitsu of Davison Figgy, and if she's developed some wrestling of Henry Cejudo, we could be on to some stuff.
I don't
Do
think
you
this guy's
realize
coming down.
that Rose Namajunas has great Brazilian jiu-jitsu? Have you
I don't think
realized
this guy's
that?
coming down. Someone's getting knocked the fuck out.
Have you
Here's the thing.
realized that? She's got
Bro,
fantastic workout.
but do you realize
what are
that
you
This
talking
fight ain't going to
about?
the ground, boys.
Henry Cejudo won a gold medal.
Yeah, also Henry Cejudo lost twice to DJ.
Davison Figueiredo has some jiu-jitsu that's
Retweet.
as slick as
Retweet.
the polish. What? Retweet. Yeah, retweet. Everybody retweet. Tarps Off Sports is going to take off, and when it does, you don't want to miss it. Been here since day 1. I've been here since day 12 or so.
Dude with shades is wild. Yes, Bane is wild, but he speaks fact. Demetrius Johnson did beat Henry Cejudo twice. That is a fact, regardless of what anyone says or what the records say. Demetrius
Doug
Johnson.
Rose!
I agree, but
Rose!
it gave way to a storyline that allowed the flyweights to thrive. It allowed Ben Askren to come make Jorge Masvidal a star. And in a way, although I believe that DJ won that fight, I do believe that the UFC benefited more by having Henry Cejudo be announced the winner of the very second fight.
Doug
Weili
Rose.
Zhang with a nice leg kick.
.435 to go, round 1. We're in the co-main event, boys. It's Zhang. It's Thug Rose. Thug Rose in the black and gold. Zhang in the Chinese red and gold. These ladies look great early on. And could we see fireworks in the sense that we saw Zhang versus Joanna not too long ago? The last card before the COVID lockdowns. The last card before everything turned upside down.
A lot of movement from Weili Zhang early on.
And I feel like that movement is because in the first fight, the reason she got caught by that kick, she wasn't moving her head at all. She was just but she wasn't kind of moving off the center line, kind of adjusting a little bit. And right now, she's dipping, she's moving. This is a 5-round fight. No reason to get over eager. By the time the last fight would have ended, this fight would be done, right? So Zhang's clearly doing something right.
Yeah, I mean, Zhang is bouncing a lot for a 5-round fight, though.
Almost similar to what Corey Sandhagen and Aljamain Sterling did to Peter Yan, right? He's trying to show that output round 1, trying to show, nah, I'm here. You can't beat me round 1. But when you reach the top of the sport, right, there's fighters that don't get intimidated by that, and they understand that there's limitations to the physical body, there's limitations to the human body, and there's certain things that you just can't do. You can't keep a certain pace for 5 rounds, but Zhang's not throwing the way that those fighters did.
That's true, but I'm still worried about this movement from Zhang and how quickly she's going to tire.
Rose lands on all three of those in the
I still don't think this fight is going to go past the 3rd round, but
Zhang shoots for a takedown. Thug Rose clinches up, and Zhang gets it.
Go do this fight when it goes to the ground.
Wait a minute. Zhang sweeps. She's into the half guard. I thought she had an opportunity for mount there, but smart to take half guard. And again, Bain said that Rose has the jiu-jitsu, but the jiu-jitsu doesn't work as well at a half guard. And here's the thing. Zhang Weili, working with Henry Cejudo and Davison Figueiredo, definitely knows how to pass, definitely knows how to stay safe, but Rose shows her grappling prowess, ending up on top of this.
And Weili's in the full guard now.
Full guard, yeah, full guard. Now the triangle's a threat, the arm bar's a threat. There's a lot Rose can do. Push off the hips. I love how Rose keeps control of the legs. You don't see many fighters. They usually just wrap and get that full guard. Rose fucks with the legs. Rose looks around. Her legs are high right now. Triangle's possible. Arm bar's possible.
Big right hand from Weili.
Here's the thing, and I keep saying that, and it's because I'm drunk and I'm not smart enough to think of other lines. But if Zhang's working with Henry, right, you got to anticipate that she understands how to keep top control. I understand it's not that long.
It's up to the feet now.
It's up to the feet now, but did Zhang not look really good for 80, 90 seconds?
And to be honest, I still think Weili has the advantage on the feet. I'm dead serious when I do too. That.
No, I do too. The reason I think Thug Rose can win is the mixing up the game. Zhang Weili, in terms of standing up, is better. But if Thug Rose can mix the threat of being on the ground, the threat of blocking low, the threat of blocking high, it's a lot of different little intricacies to focus on. And if Thug Rose, that's what I just kind of see her putting together. But Zhang is showing, hey, this isn't the first fight. Zhang Weili looks good. Bain, what do you see right now? I mean, obviously, Thug Rose may be down around. That doesn't mean much in a 5-round fight. But what are you seeing that looks different from the first fight specifically?
I mean, I'm seeing a lot of hesitancy out of Rose Namajunas, right? She's not throwing big head kicks. She's not really taking many risks. I think Zhang Weili did a great job of the grappling in this round. If this goes to the second, of course, I would probably choose 10-9 to Zhang in the first 5 minutes.
That's right, Bane.
Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant are in a close bout. Canelo Alvarez live is up to minus 1,800, but that doesn't show you much. Yes, his odds may have doubled, but when you look at Caleb Plant's odds, he opened this fight plus 700. Right now, he's plus 700.
Ooh,
so
Jake slips.
If Caleb Plant...
Oh!
10-9, Zhang.
First round is over, but if we talk about the boxing match, right now, if we look at Canelo, right, he was minus 1,000 to start. He's minus 1,800 now. That looks like double. That's almost like, oh, wait a minute. So Canelo's winning. Not the case. You want to look at the underdog odds, man. The underdog odds have Caleb Plant at still plus 700. That's exactly the same as when it opens. And I can't guarantee you this, but if you look back on Canelo's opponents, I would be willing to bet my leg that come round 7, the odds for their opponent were almost doubled. This is a very close fight. Caleb Plant has shown up to fight. Canelo Alvarez is in a real dogfight here. And although Canelo, I still have him to win, and I still think he will win nice and easily, I still think he may find the stoppage late. Caleb Plant is showing up, and he's showing out for those few people who did believe in him. Caleb Plant looks good. His stock's going up.
Usman is up next. We
Pat
have
Barry.
Rose Namajunas versus Weili Zhang.
The unofficial scoring has Canelo up 58-56, having Plant take the first and third. Canelo taking 2, 4, 5, and 6. I happen to agree. I've been trying to catch up with the first, second, and third rounds a little bit. Do not take my scorecard into account. Official score or unofficial scorecards have it as 58-56 Canelo with 5 rounds to go. Could we see Canelo Plant pull the upset, which may be the biggest upset in boxing history in the last quarter century?
I've got Canelo round like 9 or 10.
I would agree with you, Bane.
And what's funny?
4 minutes to go.
What's funny is I'm not really that concerned about it. I think Canelo does what Canelo does.
Bane, you sound drunk. Can I join you, man? I want to catch up, but I don't want to be too drunk, man.
I have been drinking for like 7 hours, Jendo.
Man.
Bane always comes into these streams lively.
I've had a great reception from the crowd, man. I appreciate each and every single one of you commenting on this, except for the asshole that told me I was bad. That guy hurt my feelings, man. But guess what?
Right? That happens in these streams. It's mostly positive, though. It's mostly positive.
I'm not worried about it. Here's the thing. In terms of anything that's growing, you're going to have people that hate. Hey, that guy popped in out of nowhere. That means we're doing something right. The eyeballs are coming, man. The eyeballs are coming. 2 hours and 10 minutes into a live stream, and I think it's time to check a little more.
Oh, Rose with a nice combination, but Weili answers with one of her own.
Shit. I dropped my TV remote. By the way, Bane, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but watching this fight, shout out to the few buffers. Usually ESPN Plus has a hell of an amount of buffers and freezes, but man, there has not been a single one in this card that I can think of. And boom, there it is, number 1.
I've had a couple buffers, yeah.
Someone's got to update their internet connection.
Rose tags her with the right hand.
You know what? Hey, Jack and Bane, this is feel free to say no, obviously. But what do you guys think of doing a quick little review after this live stream for Uncaged Media's channel?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We can do it.
It'll be about 20, 25 minutes. I'm drunk, so I don't want to host for very long. Probably over a Zoom call. Just record the call, and I'll do the fucking production tomorrow. But
Weili throwing a nice leg kick there.
I like the hairstyle, man. I like that Zhang matches the hairstyle almost. They both look like they're really here to fight, man. And I think these may be the 2 top women in the division. Tatiana Suarez is the only woman that I think could throw a wrench. Rose is hurt. Here comes Zhang. Zhang gets pushed back.
Rose throws a big front kick, though.
So Thug Rose, look at how quickly she adjusted.
And Zhang gets a takedown.
Bane, how are you feeling about your pick of Thug Rose right now? Don't want to push too much. How are you feeling about almost 2 rounds in? Zhang looks really good. And here's the thing. No. Not only does she look good, she looks like she specifically improved on the things that Henry Cejudo and Davison Figueiredo would help her improve on. It looks like she really went in there with a focus, and her focus is coming out tonight, man. She may be up 2-0 after 2 rounds, which means Thug Rose might be 3 rounds away from a victory.
Yeah, it's a good fight.
Appreciate that, Zach. Continue, Bane. Sorry. Bane,
stream the fight. Zach, I know you want us to stream the fight, but in terms of aspirations and wanting to actually make it somewhere.
Oh, no. Zach is saying thanks for the bro stream.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, Zach's a supporter. Zach's the man.
Zach Martinez, I'm not gonna lie, man. Your hair in the picture looks so good, man. I wish I could grow it out like that. I grow it out like that, and I just look greasy.
Oh,
Tyson or Paul? Nice Get the fuck out of here, Lawrence.
The takedown now.
This will
Tyson
be a KO.
Or Paul.
Well, see,
Lawrence, don't do this to me. I don't ever want to pick Paul, but like,
you're not taking Paul.
Pretty
Jack Gotzel is canceled off Tarps Off. Jack Gotzel is no longer on Tarps Off Sports. We are joined by your host, Ben the Bane Davis, your number 1 guest, Jendo, and the former employee.
Hate Paul, trust me, but Tyson Fury is a bad boxer. I mean, I watched him his last fight. He is terrible. Or not Tyson. I'm sorry, Tommy.
Okay.
Tyson,
okay. Thank God. I was about to go on a rampage the level of Bane walking out.
Sorry, Wicker, misspoke. Tommy Fury is a bad boxer. Not Tyson. Tyson's great.
So that's what I thought too. Watching Tommy Fury versus Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor, I saw a pro boxer that Jake Paul can beat. And at some point, I sit here and I say, well, but Jake Paul's fighting this guy. And but this, but that, but this, but that. Tyler Scott, he did not mean
I did Tyler, but I misspoke. I meant Tommy. I'm sorry.
Tommy. Here's the thing.
Meant Tommy.
You can say all of these things, and it's going to hurt me to say this. Jake Paul has a steeper resume than any other 7-0 or 6-0 or 5-0 boxer in the game. Yes, Ben Askren is a bum who cannot strike. But here's the thing. Other guys fighting people in their third pro fight are fighting guys who shouldn't be boxing guys at the local fucking bar. They shouldn't be doing anything. So Jake Paul actually has a resume in boxing, which is used to having guys go 15-0, 16-0, 17-0 against Khabib Nurmagomedov opponents that are 2-13 when you're like 18-0.
Oh, so he was talking about Mike Tyson versus Logan Paul.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I still think Mike Tyson can eat a couple more bags of potato chips.
Mike Tyson's gonna fuck Logan Paul for however many rounds they're in. Mike Tyson against Roy Jones Jr. did not look like prime Tyson. Don't get me wrong. But that Mike Tyson beats Jake Paul, and Jake Paul has a better IQ of anyone who's 7-0.
Such different weight classes, though.
It doesn't fucking matter. Jake Paul's 190 fighting Askren and fighting Woodley. So here's the thing, right? Mike Tyson, well, I'll actually go out to say this. Julio Cesar Chavez beats Jake Paul. No former world champion loses to Jake Paul. I'll say that. That's a better way of framing the statement.
And honestly, I think Mike Tyson beats Logan Paul if it's a legitimate fight. I question those fights, though, man. I really do.
How do you like this pour? I poured this out of a can, man. You can't tell me this is not a good pour out of a can. Look at the foam. There's no foam there.
This third round is kind of dull.
Dull, but here's the thing. We want action. Zhang wants revenge. She's up 2-0. Here's the thing.
Zhang threw a right here with bad intentions that did not land, but man, did it have bad intentions. And a spinning back fist with bad intentions that also doesn't land.
There are a lot of fighters known to take rounds off. We'll go ahead and say Daniel Cormier, known to take that third round off. And Peter Yan, known to take that first round off. Zhang Weili may be taking the third round off. And
does Peter Yan just study, though, in that first round? I honestly, I think he might be a different type of psychopath.
Hey, Jack, who gave you that idea? Who brought that idea to your head?
No, you did. No, I'll give you full credit.
It's not a slow start. It's examining the opponent. And I wouldn't say this if the exact outcome in the second round every single time. Find me one time it wasn't accurate. If Yan starts slow, that means he wins round 2 pretty convincingly.
I don't think he won versus Sandhagen convincingly, but I think he had
not convincing. No, that was a fight.
And I think that only developed into the third round.
You saw him go from clearly losing to possibly win. Oh, Thug Rose pushes Zhang Weili, but Zhang Weili reverses into the fence. This shows Zhang Weili's work with Triple C, Henry Cejudo. You may want to bend the knee because a lot of other women would be out after that one. 100 seconds to go. Round number 3.
Surprise win when he returns. I'm not willing to say anything until I see an opponent.
Depends versus who.
Yeah.
McGregor versus Nate Diaz.
Ernesto, I don't think any UFC fights are fixed. I think some of these Triller and other promotions, they're in honesty, I hate to say it, but Showtime
fixed fights would be more entertaining. Here's the thing.
I hate to say it, but I think Showtime lost a lot of credibility.
They did, but it's easier to assume fixed fights than it is to prove fixed fights. Because here's the thing: there's a lot of money on the line, and there's prison time. And not only that, but just generally in the sport of fighting, there's a lot of pride on the line. And a lot of times, pride for guys like some of these high-level guys, for Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier, you're telling me there's any dollar amount that makes either of these guys take a dive?
No.
There's not. You can give them $1 billion.
Honestly, I don't think
these
there's
guys are
ever
fighting
really
to the
been a fixed UFC fight, at least in like my era of really watching UFC, which is probably from 2005 on.
Well, I've fought amateur, right? And there's one time specifically where I can remember I got the fuck beaten out of me. I mean, this guy fucked me for 14 minutes and 45 seconds. This guy absolutely ruined me.
Weili trying to take the back.
And Zhang looks every bit like a fighter who's worked with Henry Cejudo and
I think she's gonna get saved by the bell, but Rose is in trouble.
Okay, so this may be a little early, but Zhang Weili Bain, so working with Henry Cejudo and Davison Figueiredo, do you not think that Zhang Weili right now looks like a little bit different than any woman we've ever seen in the case of adapting? Ronda Rousey never adapted. Cyborg was always a striker. Nunez it's still most dominantly a striker. The only fight she won differently was Jermaine Durand to me. But here's the thing. Zhang Weili right now looks like she's evolved from just a power striker to a real power grappler. And if she sticks with Henry Cejudo and Davison Figueiredo, do you think that Zhang Weili could be an all-time great female fighter? Even regardless of betting picks, man, 3 rounds in, you've got to admit, you've got to succumb to Zhang Weili looking great. You're drunk.
She's doing a lot of good things. I rate her performance so far.
I see you so boy.
So Bane, is it safe to say that I own you right now?
No. Let's wait till the end, Jack.
I love you, babe. I can't wait to meet you in person in Canada. It's gonna be a great time.
What happened, man?
It is fun though. Me, you, and Frank got to do something again soon.
Fuck Jendo.
Well, no, we all could do stuff. Shit, it can be a rotating circle. Why can't everybody get some love?
Nah, I'm the last one on that rotating circle. I appreciate being a part to begin with. You need a backup. I'm here.
You are not the last on that rotating circle.
Nah, I am willingly the last on that rotating circle. You guys got special stuff going on, man. I appreciate you guys coming on. I owe you guys.
Hey, unfortunately, Jendo, for you, you're a little bit too talented to be the last.
If this is talent, then fuck me. I'm proud of myself, man. I am great at drinking. I am great at smoking. I am great at watching people beat the fuck out of each other.
I love this little MMA community we got.
This doesn't even feel like a live stream, man. It feels like a call just to watch fights. This is great. This is phenomenal.
Well, hey,
man.
it's not. We're hanging out with the people. We like to be the most interactive.
Well, there's not many
on planet Earth, so we get to.
There's not many chats. There's not many chats like this. Look at these motherfuckers, man. Jonathan Turner, Lawrence Preston, Charlie Paregas, Ernesto Ulloa, Colin Wayne Campbell, Stephen Beckett. If I look at any other live stream that has 600 subs on YouTube right now, right, they don't got that different names there. So diving into that chat, you guys have never met Stephen Beckett. No, man, but it will happen. It will happen at a Tarps Fight Club.
We pride ourselves on getting the fans involved in the chat. That's why we put their messages on the screen. That's why we interact with them. We love it. We want to be the community stream. Did Rose win? Rose is in trouble right now. It's still the
Rose is down, likely 2-0 or 2-1. She got the knockdown. It could be 3-0, but the knockdown for me, a lot of times it's hard to overcome the knockdown, man. It's either 3-0 Zhang or 2-1 Zhang, but Thug Rose is in trouble halfway through round number 4 with Zhang Weili in full guard position on bottom.
And I'm already wrong because I said this fight would not leave the third round. This was the one I was really confident. I was way more confident in this than the Gaethje Chandler. And I got to admit, I'm eating crow right now.
Eating crow? You had Zhang Weili last I checked.
You mean Rose?
You had Rose, then you had Weili. Bane maybe.
Well, see, you got me picking with my brain. You got me picking with my heart. They're two different things. Two different.
What do you mean 3 different things? That means no matter what, when this event ends, Jack Gotso can hop to the Twitters and say, you know what?
No, I would not.
I was right.
I go with my heart, not my brain. I am Weili Zhang.
Who's willing to get beyond normally fucked up on the Uncaged Media recap of UFC 268?
Well, I think we got to after this.
Fuck me. I keep forgetting about Canelo, and they're in the 11th. Oh, I turn and Canelo rocks Plant in the 11th round. 2 minutes ago, Plant is in trouble. Clinching. Canelo unleashing on the ropes. Canelo drops Plant. Could that be it? 1:55 to go. Caleb Plant struggling to get up. The cornermen are in the ring. Canelo's in the corner. Did Saul Canelo Alvarez become victorious? It's over. Saul Canelo Alvarez stops Caleb Plant. Round number 11. Saul Canelo Alvarez is the baddest boxer in the planet. Saul Canelo Alvarez, and still. And there's that for you.
Is it over? Canelo won?
Over. Canelo stops him in the 11th of 12 rounds. Saul Canelo Alvarez, appreciate greatness while you have it. Similar to the NBA, stop hating on LeBron. Similar to the NFL, stop hating on Tom Brady and appreciate greatness. We see.
Hey, well, everyone, don't stop hating on LeBron. You didn't mean that.
Stop hating on LeBron, damn it. I hate him as much as the rest. The Blazers beat the Lakers. I hope they were up 20 when I checked. Pause. I will check that score before I continue.
I don't watch NBA. I couldn't even.
Blazers are up 30 on the Lakers in the fourth quarter, damn it. And Canelo Alvarez is the baddest boxer on the planet, regardless of being not a heavyweight.
Bane,
Canelo is proven. What is that?
How do you have the scored, Bane? Did you give that round to Rose or no?
I think Rose had a lot of effective control, but she didn't really do a ton with it, so it's definitely up in the air. I think it's either 3-1 or maybe 2-2 going into 5.
I got it 3-1. Again, I'm right with you though. That could be up in the air. That could be a Rose round.
You guys are ignoring the people, man. Matthew Sean, I wish y'all could taste this chicken and crab pasta I just made. I'm pretty sure if you made that, me, Jack, and Bane would all be at the table feasting on dinner. Chicken and crab pasta, man. I could use some right now.
Bama definitely got the scare today, Jonathan. Like my buddy texted me, he says he doesn't think this is Bama's year, but we have a sophomore quarterback that's really good, and we shouldn't be too butthurt about it. Next year is probably our year. I think we're gonna probably take a year off this year.
You see, here's the thing, right? With Bama taking a year off, how about you go fuck yourself? Because taking a year off means the college football playoff. The last time the Oregon Ducks might have reached the college football playoff, 2014, where Marcus Mariota and the Oregon Ducks beat the Florida State Seminoles 59-21 before getting routed by Cardale Jones, third string quarterback, and Ezekiel Elliott, that son of a bitch that I can never.
Hey, we watched
in
them
my
too,
entire life. Fuck you. Ours was in the title. The Ducks have never won shit since like 1906. The first ever college basketball season. The Ducks won a national championship in football. The women's volleyball team won it a few years ago, but if women's volleyball mattered, I would be a lot happier than I was today.
So I'm going to the rest of this fight to throw any media stuff out the window. Let's fucking go, Weili Zhang. Come on, beat her. Weili. Oh, and Rose takes her down. Bane, you got any noise for Rose?
Rose.
Bane is a broken man tonight. which he shouldn't be, you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to realize Billy's in a better situation than he was before tonight.
I'm trying to see the finish on the Canelo and Plant fight.
I did this with Nate when he fought Leon Edwards. I was
Boys,
butthurt at first, and then I realized he was in a better spot.
Jendo's wife is the real MVP of the night, willing to run to the mini mart to get Jendo a few more beers. So I will take 2 minutes to find my keys and my credit card en route to find my way to a drunk evening. I will be right back. Jack Gotzel, the Bane, have you on tap.
Bang bang.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Namajunas by finish is the call, but Namajunas by decision might be what we're seeing right now.
It looks like Rose is in top position. I don't think she's going to be able to get a finish from here, but you never know. I mean, this is mixed martial arts. Anything can happen. It really depends on the scorecards, which me and Bane both agree are very up in the air.
It's really close, and when you think about how the fight ends, if Namajunas can secure 2 minutes of control time to conclude the fight, I would say it's and still. I'm just not seeing enough from Zhang, right? She's just not doing a good enough job to get up off of her back. And while it was a bit up in the air through the first 2, maybe 3 rounds.
Well, I think there were 2 rounds that Weili Zhang secured. And there were 2 rounds that were up in the air. So if one of those rounds goes to Weili, this is going to be a new. The crowd is behind Rose right now, which does not surprise me. I mean, I don't love Rose, but I see why people love her. I feel as if I kind of see through her act a little bit. Bade, you feel free to come in and
I'm going to let you define. I'm going to let you get deeper. Her act as in what?
Her act is in like, oh, she always plays the victim. Like, you know, like the Conor McGregor stuff. I feel like she made a mountain out of a molehill there. Like, yes, he threw a dolly through the bus. Everyone else got over it except for you. You made that your personality.
Colby Covington fight has not occurred. That is up next. I
don't know. I feel like I don't want to. Well, no, it is what I'm saying. I'm just going to say it. She clout chased. I was going to say that's not what I'm saying, but that is what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying she clout chased.
I don't know if she necessarily clout chased. I think it's hard. It's so difficult whenever you talk about Agenda's back. I think it's so difficult when you talk about, right, people's reactions to certain things. But the only reaction I'm thinking is Rose Namajunas closing out a very strong.
I give that 5th round to Rose for sure. 2 rounds up in the air. This could go either way. We're going to find out if Rose won.
I got Zhang. 3-2.
Tyler Scott. Smarten up, Tyler Scott.
That's a little much. Stephen Beckett, I apologize. I still love you, man. I still love you.
My 7-pick parlay is contingent on Rose Namajunas winning.
So if Rose wins, right, are you completely out on your action for the evening?
If Rose wins, I need Kamaru.
But if Rose loses, you're done, right?
Yeah, that's how parlays work, Jendo.
Jesus, here's the thing. Results, right? We go on the main card. We've got Justin Gaethje beating Michael Chandler. We've got Shane Burgos beating Billy Quarantillo. We've got Thug Rose and Zhang Weili right now, but just before them, for some reason I cannot remember. Wait a minute. Was that round 3 or round 4 where Zhang ended up in top after the single leg sweep? I think I thought that said round 3. I think this is pretty clear. Zhang Weili won 3-2.
Well, I did just see who won the fight. Well, I'm going to share this again on
Go ahead. It's over now. There's no action being missed, my friend.
You want me to tell you who won?
Yes, sir. No action
And
being
still,
missed. No
Rose
harm done.
Namajunas. So I'll take the L on this one. Bane gets his victory.
Will you take the L on this one? Will you humbly take the L on this one?
I'm a little skeptical. I want to watch it again in a sober mind. But there were definitely some rounds up for grab. However, I'm not taking it necessarily away from Rose. She may have won that fight. I just need to watch it again.
Split decision. Yeah.
Man, that's rough. You look at Dana in the octagon, and he looks a little frustrated.
What?
Dana looks a little frustrated.
Who?
Dana White.
Oh.
Does this open the door for a potential trilogy, even though it's 2-0?
No, not an immediate rematch.
I'm asking. No. Not immediate. That should not happen. Carla Esparza is the next challenger. Tatiana Suarez may find herself in a match with Zhang Weili, but it's Esparza versus Rose rematch for the belt. Makes sense.
Now we have the main event of the evening, boys.
Well, main event of the evening, and we're in for a hell of a fight because considering that Gaethje and Chandler opened up with fireworks, Billy and Shane Burgos went with fireworks, Thug Rose and Zhang wait for fireworks. What fight is it that I am forgetting? Frankie Edgar and Cheeto Vera was fireworks. Cheeto Vera found the front kick finish similar to Anderson Silva and Lyoto Machida. And now we see Thug Rose retaining before going to Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington. I'm sure this bout in some circles is raising eyebrows about the judging in terms of Kamaru versus Colby Covington. This is going to be interesting. Steven says, how do you not root for Colby? I think the answer to how do you not root for Colby just simply is you have to not realize it's a gimmick, man. Colby Covington is on fire. Colby Covington is doing shit that people haven't seen. And like I said earlier, he may literally be the 3rd or 4th best welterweight of all time. The only people that dislike Covington is that don't realize and aren't willing to accept.
Yeah, it's just an act.
Sonnen did the same thing. Chael Sonnen did the same thing. So why
100%.
is Colby getting this? Matthew Sean, I agree as long as you're not a Cincinnati football fan, man. If you're a Cincinnati football fan, we got to have some conversations. Plus 250 is a fucking no-brainer. Yeah, plus 250 odds are insane. For somebody who is likely up 3-1 going into the 5th round, plus 250 is insane, and I hope somebody is able to catch if he does win. Who dey? Go Bengals, huh? Go Bengals, huh? I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, born and bred, but the Bengals whooped us a couple of weeks ago. Matthew Sean, the Cincinnati Bengals may be onto something special this year. Joe Burrow looking great. Jamar Chase looking great. Tyler Boyd always consistent. That team is dangerous.
Burrow is real. Is he?
Pat Barry is shaking up Michael Bisping and Marvin Vittori in the crowd while Thug Rose hugs the parents. This is beautiful. What a beautiful moment for Thug Rose Namajunas. Couldn't happen for any kinder person. Look at this moment, man. You can't help but smile when something like this happens, and a sport as violent as the sport that we watch.
I hate it.
Almost watched out of.
I hate Rose. I hate Rose.
But why?
I just think she's so fake.
I mean, hey, to each their own. Thug Rose Namajunas, and still Jack Torbett. Fuck you too, my guy. Is Trump at MSG? Who knows? Next year, man, watch out. Ravens will win AFC this year, but the future is ours. It's going to be a little harder for the Ravens to win it, considering the AFC is a tough conference, man. But Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington is next. You know, Bane is getting ready for this. Jack, we've been waiting. Not all week. Huh? Not all week.
Time, baby.
Not all
It's time.
month. But this fight has been almost 2 years in the waiting. Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman. This one's for the welterweight belt. And Ben the Bane Davis refuses to acknowledge that Colby Covington has a chance at glory.
I don't, because I haven't seen any tangible improvements, but I've seen Kamaru rack up the title defenses.
Eighth most total strikes in UFC welterweight history for Colby Covington, 1,526. Not many men can say that in the UFC, I have landed over 1,500 times. Colby Covington is a special talent. Kamaru Usman is a special talent. This is interesting. And Tyler Scott says Georgia's got the natty. I hate to agree as a Duck fan, but with Anthony Brown running quarterback, there's no hope.
We'll see. Nick Saban knows that Kirby Smart defense better than anybody.
Nick Saban also knows how to play tight ones with LSU and find a way to lose against those at Kyle Field and Texas A&M. But you can never count Bama out. And Jack Gotzel, the pride of the Rolling Tide here in the MMA
we
community.
know Kirby Smart very well. Best recruiter, actually, in college football history. He actually surpassed Paul Bear Bryant in 5-star recruits.
Kirby Smart's got
the greatest recruiter.
He's got to get some work in with Cejudo.
Nick Saban is.
He's got to get some work in with Cejudo, man. Similar sizes. Got to get that mindset of a 3-time champion.
Olympic,
UFC, and double. Is it starting, or are we at the walkouts? You may be a little bit ahead of us.
No. I'm just saying it's up next. It's up next. The main event is going to start after this. That's all I'm saying. No, we're on the same page.
Brian Madden on Twitch. I appreciate the follow from one of y'all a few months ago, man. Mac 80 power. You know what? I'm going to wait a minute. I've got so Matthew Sean, here's the thing. My phone is what I'm using for my camera. You send me a message on Twitter or something at uncaged_media. I will follow you. I will try to remember, regardless if you follow or not, Mac 80 power. Always got to appreciate the grind, man. The world needs more content creators.
Matthew Sean, right here in the chat. We appreciate that. We love the business ads in the Tarps Off live streams. Absolutely. Go follow this guy on Twitch. Go follow his Madden career. He's grinding. We appreciate that, Matthew.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
We love a guy that grinds in our streams. You know what? We'll always throw it up. If you're grinding at something, we'll always throw it up on the screen.
Usual Fokir says, GG, and which side, my friend? Who do you have winning this main event? Y'all are cool with me, bro. Matthew Sean, you're the man, my guy.
Absolutely. Matthew Sean. Go get him on Twitch.
Kamaru Usman is the only man that has ever been able to cast any doubt whatsoever in GSP being the baddest 170er of all time. Kamaru Usman has never lost in the UFC octagon. Kamaru Usman is an animal, but Colby Covington could be the kryptonite. Jack, you took Colby. And Bane may be saying you don't see the tangible improvement. You've heard my disagreements. Colby Covington is an animal. Regardless,
Colby's improved. Colby's improved.
And here's the thing: this battle comes down to who's improved more, and we don't know until we hear and new or and still. But what tells you that Colby gets it done? You are the one. You are the only one here that had the guts to go out and say Colby Chaos Covington will and you. That would send MMA Twitter what would happen? What happens?
I think Colby was winning that last fight, to be honest. I think Colby got caught with one punch, and I think Colby was winning that last fight. I think Colby's improved a lot, regardless of what anyone says, regardless of anything. I mean, I get it. Usman has improved his striking. So has Colby. Colby's head movement has completely evolved. Last time, Colby's head was on a string. This time, it's not going to be. Colby has improved his head movement, and honestly, he's improved his steps to a takedown. He can lead shots to a takedown. I wouldn't be shocked if Colby takes Usman down tonight.
Glenn Hott says Colby was not ever winning, but here's the thing. In terms of just strikes, right, because I was catching up on some info today, Colby was definitely winning. It seemed pretty clear after 3 rounds he was winning. Watching the fight itself, it was either 2-2 or 3-2, but I don't really know how you can say that he was not ever winning. That was a toss-up fight, man, going into round number 5, and Kamaru Usman dug deep.
Colby's head movement has completely changed. For all of you saying that Colby hasn't improved, he's completely improved. His head movement is there. It was non-existent in the last fight with the CEO of EPO. Now Colby
50, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
count
8,
that back acne on Usman.
50 clean tests. He's got the jacket, the only one to have it. I understand the back acne, but at some points we gotta acknowledge it may just be his body, man. Acne's weird.
Yeah,
it's a little weird, man. If we're just looking at acne and looking at these little things, are we gonna just go ahead and say, hey, Izzy's got boobs, he's on the roid? No, we're not. We're gonna wait. USADA knows what they're doing, but Ben the Bane Davis has been
trying to get in Bane's
quiet
head
tonight.
I think I'm in Bane's head right now.
There's no getting in Bane's head. Bane is ready to go.
I don't know. I think I'm living rent free right now.
He may look a little stoic,
in
but
my
Bane
head?
is doing fireworks.
Living rent free in my head. I'm sorry.
I have
Zero occupancy in my brain.
The only occupancy.
I have a lawn
is
chair.
Burgos.
I'm reclining in your head.
Oh, you've got a lawn chair? I don't fucking think so. There's no room for anyone else in my head outside of me.
Colby Chaos Covington is working
Burgos.
chaos inside your head.
Kamaru inside the distance. Your boy's getting finished. I hope you're able to come to terms with that.
Colby by decision.
Shane Burgos. Shane Burgos.
What about him?
He's kept you silent for the better part of 20 minutes.
USA. Let's go, Brandon.
Bane's got the best reaction. Let's go, Brandon.
Let's
Bane's got
go,
the best
Brandon.
reaction of MMA media. Bane, this one is for you.
Brandon.
And for Tarps Off Sports. We're just a few minutes away from Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington, Jack Kotzel with the Let's Go, Brandon. And
Colby
here comes the Kurt
Covington
Angle.
We got some Let's Go, Brandon's in the chat. Let's go, Brandon's in the chat.
Colby Covington with the Kurt Angle theme music. You suck.
Let's go, Brandon's in the chat. Come on.
Tyler Scott, let's go, Brandon. Matthew Sean is laughing. We know that they know it's
Tyler
time.
Scott knows what's up. Let's go, Brandon.
Tyler Scott.
Joe Biden from Tyler Scott as well. Let's go, Brandon. Fuck Joe Biden.
Tarps Off Sports, the only place that's got you like this. Make sure to tune in to Mancuso and Gottsell. Tarps Off is special, man. Ladies and gentlemen, and that is Ben the Bane Davis making the walk up the stairs for Tarps Off Fight Club #1. Make sure to follow Tarps Off Fight Club and Tarps Off Sports along with Tarps Off MMA on the social medias to ensure that you're with the #1 thing in fight sports and combat sports.
Let's
Then
go,
fake-
Brandon.
Hey, wait, we say let's go, Brandon, but Brandon Rogers brings up a valid point. Fake nut kick, fake eye poke. I hate to call them fake. A lot of times in the heat of the moment, you feel like it's a punch. If I get punched in the eye and I say it's a poke, give me the 5, man. Give me a little bit of time. But he makes a very valid point. Colby Covington is a live dog. Ben the Bane may think a little bit different, but Jack Gotzel definitely has Colby Covington, and Jack will tell us why Colby Covington in a few minutes will hear and new UFC welterweight champion of the world.
Fake eye poke, fake nut shot, fake referee, fake X-ray.
Real Colby.
Oh, I'm sorry,
is coming.
Jack.
He's the pressure
Does
fighter.
your vagina
He's
hurt?
the pressure fighter. He's
Does
gonna
your
win it by
vagina
decision.
hurt?
He's gonna bring
Amira-
too much for the
Amira
Nigerian nightmare.
Al-Zahahi
Marty from Nebraska. Marty fake newsman. Marty snoozman. Marty juiceman.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
Colby Covington.
Hold on a second. If we're commentating the main event, here's how it goes. I'll take the first seat. Chendo will take the second seat.
I got that.
Jack will take the third seat. We'll continuously rotate throughout. Does that work?
That works for me, and a gigantic shout out to Jay Enriquez.
Oh,
Let's
so you're
go,
going to give me the
Canelo
third
Alvarez.
round?
Canelo Alvarez and
where
still.
Colby really puts the pressure on?
Canelo Alvarez and still. The pressure will be put on. Everyone's asking for play-by-play. If you didn't know, Ben the Bane and Jendo the Bank are the best commentary team out there that is not named John Anik, Daniel Cormier, and Joe Rogan. Ben the Bane, Jendo the Bank got this main event just for you. Kamaru Usman.
Canelo won it.
Kamaru Usman ready to walk. Says he loves to dance before walking out. Let's see him get loose. Here comes the UFC reigning, defending welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman.
And Marty fake newsman.
If you've been betting on Kamaru Usman since his UFC debut, he's been flawless. You've been cashing every time. We'll see if he can get it done against MAGA's own Colby Chaos Covington. Did it 2 years ago. Hoping to see him replicate that tonight.
And here comes the CEO of EPO, Marty fake snoozman.
50 clean tests per USADA.
He's got the jacket.
Usman.
Varsity jacket, Marty. Kamaru Usman live.
Hailing from
275
Nigeria,
favorite.
Nebraska.
Plus 225 for Colby Covington. That means for every dollar and it just moved up for every dollar you bet, $2.35 plus your return. If Colby Covington wins, you've got to bet $2.90 on Kamaru Usman to win $1. This is the main event. And man, other than UFC 269, what other event anytime near now can get you hyped like this one does? Beautiful Nigerian flags in the chat from Glenn Holt. Jay Enriquez says Usman will KO in round 4. He will defeat tonight. But Matthew Sean says round 1 knockout for Q Covington, QAnon Covington. And Ernesto Ulloa has $300 on Colby. Bane has Kamaru Usman. Jack has Colby Covington. And I hate to say it, but man, I took Kamaru myself. I'm going to play it safe. I think Kamaru and still.
Going with the champion is a good bet to make. You have to think, right? Undisputed.
Fake
reigning,
news.
Defending
Fake
champion. News. Welterweight
fake
of the
news.
world.
Colby Covington has
Kamaru,
to make
the Nigerian
great again.
nightmare, Usman.
Fake news from Bane. Colby Covington is making the welterweight division great again tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner via unanimous decision, Colby Chaos Covington. And the Bane turns around lays in bed on live stream on the UFC 268 review. The Bane will turn around, lay in his bed while me and Jack Gotzel take you down UFC 268. Because Colby
Here we
Covington
go. It's
is going
time,
on this
Bane. It's time to face the music.
Yeah, you guys are
face
gonna
the Marty
fucking
fake
lose.
music.
How does it feel?
The
to
Marty
lose?
fake music.
Pelly Lee says Ernesto, and the hot seat is officially on Ernesto. He'll side bet with you. There's $300. Do you want to double up, or do you not got it in you tonight? RNC Usman from Colin Wayne Campbell. But Jack, what do you think of tonight, man? You were hosting this.
Colby is going to be the pressure fighter. Colby's going to put it on. The head movement is there now. It's something he didn't have last time. He's going to continue the pressure. He's going to pressure Usman through 5 rounds, and he's going to cruise his way to a decision. No, I don't think there's a knockout in this fight. I think this goes the distance, and I think Colby Covington dominates. I honestly, you want me to make a prediction? I got it 4 rounds to 1. Colby Covington and New make the welterweight division great again. It's
really
Colby
now.
time.
Amir Al-Madrahi says, it's that crack he's smoking, Jack Gotzel. Kamaru Usman, 3rd round.
Jack Dugdale. He's talking He's talking that sense.
It's incredible to think that Kamaru Usman, 34 years of age, Colby Covington in his 30s as well. These guys may both be a little closer to the end than the beginning, and it's crazy to think back that on Tough 22, one Kamaru Marty, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman, made his UFC debut on American Top Team versus the Black Zillion season of The Ultimate Fighter. Jack Gotzel knows it. Ben the Bane knows it. Although they may disagree, we are in store for one of the best main events we have seen in 2021. 2 years in the making. Bane, you say Usman, you keep saying it so confidently. How does he win this one?
TKO within 3.5.
TKO 3.5. Jack. Colby gets it done 4-1, he says. And
by
here
decision,
for
the pressure fighter puts the pressure on the snooze man, the juice man, Marty from Nebraska, the CEO of EPO, Colby Covington.
The real winner tonight is Andy Phillips saying plus 360 parlay hedge on Colby. Winner either way. Andy, I hope you enjoy your night. For Jack, Ben, and myself, because you're a big winner tonight, man. It's time. Here goes Bruce Buffer. We see Kamaru Usman in a matter of 120 seconds or so. We've got the main event underway, Jack.
Well, hopefully Marty Fake Newsman doesn't Marty Fake Snoozman through the introductories here. I don't know. Maybe his back acne might pop in
live odds heavily shifting in Colby's favorite. Colby was plus 275 when we began the walkouts. He is plus 240 right now. Sharp money coming in on Colby Covington. Could that lead to Colby Chaos, Covington, and you? You know, the sharps are a little ahead of things, but there's a lot of times where they eat a big loss on the main event here on these MMA cards. What do you got to say, Jack?
I have to say, welcome, nerds and virgins, to the main event of the evening.
Ben the Bane does not agree.
Jack has never had sex with a woman.
What do you mean? He's had sex with the Bane.
Well, there's a certain episode of Tarps Off.
Tarps Off.
Turn yourself to Jack broke his back.
Tarps Off.
Unfortunately, it's not flattering for me, but it will prove.
TOFC 1. There are 2 separate TOFC 1s. One has a certain main event that's not announced yet. One has Gotzel versus Bane, main event in the bedroom. A TOFC Tarps Off Fight Club 1.
And actually, it's not very flattering to me, but it does prove that I did do that. However, it's not flattering.
Mirroring the first fight, Usman and Covington are down low to begin. The ref has given instructions. We are a matter of seconds from the main event. Ben,
let's go, Brandon.
It is time for Ben the Bane to captivate the fans with the play-by-play
Brandon.
and the commentary in this main event. Let's
get the Let's Go Brandons in the chat.
Dan Mergliata, third man of the octagon for this 170-pound title fight. Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington. This has been 2 years in the making. We will see if the reign of the Nigerian Nightmare continues or if chaos can reign supreme at welterweight.
And Colby is taking the right approach early on. He's not pushing the pace the way he did last time, where he did outpace Usman. But maybe instead of taking this first round as the round to lay it on, being a little patient. This looks good for Colby, but it also looks good for Kamaru because Kamaru is patient in there, and it's hard to tell if these are adjustments or just Kamaru being out ahead early on.
Kamaru Usman controlling the center of the octagon. Covington operating off the back foot. Big head kick right there, blocked by the champion. You can see Covington maybe slightly uncomfortable operating from this position. He likes to be the aggressor, the individual who pushes the pace. Kamaru not giving him a chance. Big miss right there.
3:45 to go. Round number one. Colby Chaos. Covington shoots the takedown. Kamaru rolls over, and he's got the front face lock on Colby right now. Definitely an early advantage to Kamaru. It's impressive to see him defend the takedown early. Definitely different than the first fight. Jack, what do you think of seeing Colby shoot? Only 90 seconds.
I'm not shocked to see Colby shoot, but he's got to set it up better. He's gotten better at setting up the takedowns. I think he got overconfident there. I think as he settles in, he'll find those holes to go to, and I think he'll try it again. But that was not it.
And I know Bane is a little nervous, but you've got to feel comfortable with the fight starting these 2 minutes as opposed to the first bout. Ben, what are you seeing from Kamaru that allows him to stay patient just 120 seconds into this one?
It's just about composition, right? Kamaru Usman is staying composed, controlling the center. He's operating on a you go first, I'll go second type of game plan right now. And you can tell by that shot, Colby Covington's trying new things because he recognized the first fight's game plan did not win him the undisputed title.
Halfway through round number one, Nigerian Nightmare is living the Nigerian dream as he leads the challenger, Jack Gotzel's pick, Colby Covington, with 2:20 to go, round number one.
Sup, you nerds and virgins. Colby's still going to take this.
There goes Jack with his unbiased commentary for Tarps Off, but Ben the Bane begs to differ.
I think both guys taking a really patient approach, right? Colby Covington doesn't want to engage clearly, but Kamaru Usman now crashing into the pocket. A bit of an exchange right there. 2 minutes remain. At least on my stream, I think everyone else is a bit ahead.
Let's go, Usman from Glen Hart.
Colby,
Dabson Adeyemi says Kamaru will finish this guy in the fourth round.
Pause a little bit.
I'm at 144.
I'm at 138, 136.
I'm with you, Jendo. Should we pause to get Bane up?
5, 4, 3.
Let it delay. Let Bane
1,
take front seat.
0,
we take back seat. Ben the Bane has earned the opportunity.
27, 26, 25.
All right, Bane.
24,
Bane, you got the
23.
call. I'm going to just come in with the commentary.
Yes, sir.
20.
For all the people that aren't nerds and virgins.
A lot of action here in round one, right? Have to believe Kamaru Usman controlling the distance, controlling the range has to be a big motivator.
I feel great. I can't wait for Marty Snoozman to take the snooze.
Both men throwing in the pocket, reminiscent of the first bout. 45 seconds to go. Round number one. This is your main event of UFC 268. Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, versus Colby Chaos Covington. This is number two.
I mean, I don't think Brandon's guys got much for Colby here. I think Colby's going to put the pressure on, and Brandon's guys going to fold.
All I know is that neither of these men have come to fold, and if anybody does finish, it is not folding, rather than the effort put out by the other man. Both of these men looking to best one another. And Bane, what do you think Kamaru can open up with in round 2 to really get an advantage here against Colby Covington?
I think he already has an advantage through the first 5 minutes. He's not letting Covington operate on the front foot. He's being the aggressor. He's being the one
round,
leading the dance. I think that Kamaru's got the first 5 minutes, in my opinion. 10-9 scorecards, round 1 goes to the Nigerian Nightmare. I just feel Covington needs to lead the dances a bit more. That's
fake news.
Fake. How do you see fake news in that?
Fake news. Colby took the first round.
No.
Colby took the first round. Fake news.
No.
Well, you have to be a nerd or a virgin to think that Usman took that first round.
I'm a nerd. I've had sex before, so I'm not a virgin. But I'll take the nerd title.
Colby's going to make the welterweight division great again.
To Christopher Ugachukwu. Is Colby a wrestler? He is, but just not of the same pedigree.
I will be taking a piss after the second round if this does not go the distance here.
Oh!
Also, Usman took that first round. I'm just trying to get in Bane's head.
Big left hand right there from Usman. You can see Covington not comfortable with operating off the back foot. He wants to be the guy who is leading the dance, but it's simply not an opportunity for him. Going to toss it to Jendo and get his thoughts. Round 2 underway. Colby Covington not making the adjustments that he needs to, in my opinion.
If this fight ends up going the way that it's going right now, it's really going to lead to me saying for years to come that one of these men should have tried to be dominant in the grappling aspect of this fight. 4 minutes to go, round number 2. Colby shot once, almost got Kamaru down, but no one's shooting since. 3:50 to go, round number 2, Jack. And I know you've got to feel comfy with Colby regardless, but I know you're looking for him to open that.
Yeah, I mean, after round 1, I do think Usman's up 50-49. You can see me through this fight telling that Bane that Usman lost rounds. Even if he didn't, I'm trying to gain the mental advantage over Bane. Yes, Usman won that first round, but, you know, Colby's still in this.
Not only in this, but he's here to win. We're in round number 2 of the main event. If you're tuned into this stream, make sure you follow Tarps Off Sports, Tarps Off MMA, and at Gotzel MMA. Chris Mancuso missed us tonight. He will be back in the future. 3 minutes to go. Round number 2. It looks like Kamaru Usman is winning this one early on.
Doing what Kamaru does similarly, right? Like I said in round 1, shutting down what Covington wants to do. You can see Colby maybe flashing some smiles, throwing out some strikes, but they aren't landing with the same impact that Usman's are. This is 10 minutes of just the champion doing what he wants.
Colby Covington.
Ryan Crandall says, yes, Thug Juan. To answer Aaron E. Lewis's question, Thug Rose won. Controversial decision, but she won a split over Zhang Weili.
Usman answers with a good left hand. Shrugged off, but Usman putting on the pressure now.
Kamaru really looks good, man. He's looking like he's
and Colby answers with a big right hand. Another takedown. But Usman stuffs it.
Why does Kamaru look so much bigger than Colby Covington, you may ask? Because Colby Covington is not a believer in cutting much weight. Colby Covington cuts one of the least percentages of the body weight of any fighter in the UFC. But for Chris Cole, this is round number 2. Kamaru Usman likely won round 1. Colby is trying to take the second.
Well, it's also not as easy to cut weight when you're on EPO. I mean, when you're on EPO, you can cut a lot more weight.
And here comes Jack Gotso with the hate, but Ben the Bang Davis is here to tell you why Kamaru Usman, not only is he not on EPO, but he is the best pound-for-pound fighter alive in mixed martial arts.
50 clean tests. I don't know what to tell you. You have a hard time testing 50 times in these systems these days. If you have to say he's the CEO of EPO, you have to maybe try to say he's cheating. That's more on your insecurities than reality, in my opinion.
The only insecurities here are on Ben the Bane, because as Usman leads in head strikes, only 30-13, but he's leading the fight in general. Ben the Bane continues to touch on Jack's pick.
Yeah, well,
Colby Covington.
I mean, maybe you're insecure if you're a nerd or you're a virgin. Oh shit, Colby gets dropped.
Oh!
Oh,
Here
shit.
comes Kamaru, opening it up. Left hand drops him again. Kamaru, get the second round finish.
Oh!
20 seconds to go. 18, 17. Colby shoots. Kamaru drops down and defends it. Kamaru stands, looking to unleash. Colby launches at the leg. The bamboo sounds, and Colby Covington will see round number 3.
I'm going to the bathroom.
But Kamaru Usman sends Jack Gotso not only to a bathroom break, but sends Ben the Bane Davis one step closer to victory in his pick of Kamaru the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. This is a problem, man. Kamaru looks like a problem early on, and he's flirting with retirement, man. Please don't. If you're looking like this, for the love of everything that I love and hold dear, stay in this sport. Kamaru Usman.
There's a lot of great questions about Kamaru Usman's longevity within UFC at 170 pounds. He's beaten Gilbert Burns. He's beaten Jorge Masvidal twice. It looks like he's on his way to beating Colby Covington a second time. You know, I don't rate a lot of the contenders. So if he wants to go up and try to, you know, maybe get the double champ status, that might be what's next for him. But he's beaten a lot of the people that he can beat, in my opinion.
So I want to touch on Ryan Crandall, Arizona State 17, USC 16. Start of the 4th. I appreciate you bringing attention to the Pac-12. Ben the Bane, an alum of Arizona State. Not an alum, should I say, but about to graduate. Congratulations to Ben the Bane Davis. But Arizona State 17, USC 16, they're trying to earn a Pac-12 championship berth, while Kamaru Usman opens the 3rd round trying to earn an and still from Bruce Buffer. Jonathan Turner sends 10-8 Usman, while Colin says he knocked the shit out of Jack. Jack is back, but Ricardo wants someone to break something. Jack, how confident are you in that pick of Colby? It's not looking good early on.
I'm no longer confident on Colby by decision. Colby's going to have to put the pressure on. But Usman does have a weak chin.
Do you see it happening? He has a weak chin, and what tells you that, considering
Usman's
in his
been
career, and he's never been stopped.
Usman was rocked against Burns. He was rocked against Masvidal. He was rocked against another fight as well.
Really? He was rocked against Masvidal? When?
Yeah. When was he rocked against Masvidal? Because
he was rocked early on against Masvidal.
I think Jack Gotso is backtracking a little bit because Kamaru Usman is putting the work in on Colby Covington, and Ben the Bane looks like he may close the show with a little bit of
RDA.
Rights. Rafael Dos Anjos. Jack redeems himself.
I had to go to Tapology for the last one, but RDA.
You type quickly, my friend. I ain't holding anything against you.
Oh, I got my tabs open, ready to go. I don't have to type. I'm prepared. I do my homework.
90 seconds through round number 3. Both men looking a bit timid, but Kamaru Usman is definitely up on the scorecards 2-0. Kamaru Usman needs to win one more round of the 3 remaining to notch and still. But Colby Covington, as dangerous as any fighter that Kamaru has ever faced, Colby could end this at any second. Bend the band. I know you're confident about Kamaru Usman, but I know you're a little bit nervous.
Wait, y'all had that as a 10-8 round?
I'm not.
No way.
No.
No, I'm not. No, to correct what you said, I'm not very nervous at all. I'm quite confident in Kamaru Usman. There is zero doubt inside of me that Usman gets his hand raised.
Y'all had that as a 10-8, though?
I'm not saying it's a 10-8. I'm thinking 2 10-9s.
No, sir.
And Colby losing the 3rd round.
Yes. 20-18 Usman. And right now, if the 3rd round ended halfway in, it would be 30-27. Kamaru is proving that he's the baddest welterweight on the planet right now. And if he can keep this up and he continues right, I don't think Vicente Luque or Leon Edwards has much to say for Kamaru. Kamaru may be the only man that we see, not only in recent memory, but in the distant future, that can argue George Rush St. Pierre is the best welterweight of all time. We are just over 11 and a half minutes before deciding if that is the case. But Kamaru looks great early on, Jack.
He's looking good. Colby definitely needs to do a lot more.
Can you bring up Mario's comment? Hey, Mario. Usman will win if it comes to decision, just like Rose. It's rigged. Hey, so Colby got fucking dropped twice in round 2. I would love to hear your
not only that
that
he clearly lost round 1 as well. He's definitely in a position where right now with 1:15 to go, round number 3, he's down 80 to 38 on the total strike.
Mario, is it that the fight's rigged or you just make shit picks? That's all it is.
Usman is doubling up Covington on the strikes. And here comes the exchange. Both men digging down, 50 seconds to go, round number 3. But Colby seems to understand, hey, it's time to turn it up. It's time to make Jack Gotzel happy.
I am a little behind, admittedly, but both guys really trading leather through 10 minutes, 15, about to be transpired. Have to think Jack Gotzel. Colby Chaos Covington needs to
Colby piecing up Usman. Let's go.
Here he comes. Chaos is saying, nah, I'm the people's
Colby
champion. 20 seconds to go.
Takes Usman
Colby's
down.
on the back. Colby
Colby takes him back down. Usman again to the feet. And Usman's going to get back to the feet against the cage.
And with the judges we've seen so far tonight, although the knee to rock him at the end of the round, Kamaru smiles. But if someone smiles after you hit him, you know it stung him a bit. Could Colby have just stolen round number 3 with 2 to go?
28-27.
Ben may say no, but with Thug Rose got the nod.
28-27, you nerds and virgins.
I disagree.
Thug Rose.
4 minutes of good work versus 1 minute of marginal success. I don't think so.
So explain how Thug Rose got the nod. Explain what 3 rounds Thug Rose won in that bout. Because 1 and 2 were Zhang and Weili, and round 3 was Zhang Weili.
Yeah, I gotta watch that again. I do think that was a little bit of a sus. I hate saying it when I'm drinking on stream, and like you're streaming and you're watching the fights. I don't really like to say like I disagree with the decision because I've been so wrong before when I come back and watched it versus what I saw. But I do have to say I thought Weili Zhang won that fight. However, like it's tough when you're on stream and you're watching the fight. I need to definitely rewatch that again, but I had Weili Zhang winning that fight. However, I mean, Bane, you can admit to this too. It's tough when you're on stream and you're watching the fight to really score it.
I'm also drunk.
Well, that plays a factor too. So I'm not really sure. I thought Weili Zhang won that fight, but I do have to. I'll get back to you in the morning, to be honest.
Get back to me in the morning and then get back to me in the morning after that. That's the type of fight that has you changing decisions over and over.
Colby Chaos Covington.
You say here he comes, but Kamaru Usman moves out of every strike. Colby is throwing in. Ben Davis has to feel comfortable.
I feel pretty good. What can I say?
Kamaru
My
Usman.
guy's getting the job done, in my opinion. I don't see what Colby Covington's done.
Yeah, but you hear the crowd. The crowd starting to chant Colby. Could it fuel him in these next 9 minutes to possibly get a finish?
Fuel him getting knocked out.
Fuel him getting knocked out, but Jack doesn't believe it. With 9 minutes to go, Jack Gotzel knows this fight is a fight, and we've got
Bane
a
hates
lot of
America.
time. Hey, if Bane hates America, I hate to say it, but when it comes to political ties, Kamaru and Colby may find the only similarity that they have in the two of them. So, hey, Bane may be the biggest patriot of us all.
What?
Oh, Colby throwing and landing.
8 minutes to go and counting.
See, that's exactly what Colby Covington needs. He needs to throw strikes and just make it dirty, in my opinion.
It's hard to say that.
Of course. No, hold on. Bring Mario's dumbass up again. Of course, your guy is getting the job done, in your opinion. He's your guy. My point, unless he gets knocked out. I disagree, Mario. I disagree. It's not really about who my guy is. It's simply about, if you want to be the champion, you have to beat the champion. Colby Covington is getting lit up right now, in my opinion.
The Nebraska native definitely won the first 2 rounds. However, that 3rd round is in question, and this 4th round looks to be Covington's.
Up for grabs, though. Just over halfway through round number 4. Usman has been landing some shots. If he could land a big one, he drops them. He gets the lead. Javier Suki Lopez says, bro, you mad because you guys is losing? Let's go, Usman. Usman is doing great early on. And Jack, are you a little trigger? While Aaron Lewis says, Bane, are you bottomless? He's wearing sweatpants. I can tell you that.
Bane's
much.
bottomless.
Oh.
6.5 to go. 6 minutes, 25 seconds in counting.
Oh,
Colby
Covington
lands. Colby is pressuring and landing on Kamaru. Kamaru throws back. This is a dogfight. 75 seconds to go, round number 4. Colby Covington refuses to give in, but Kamaru is leading this dance.
Is he after this round, though? Who did you give round 3 to, Jendo?
Jendo is not available for comment. Round 3 was tight, man. I had Usman in control, and then all of a sudden Colby did some damage. Round 3 is a toss-up. If I had to, in my mind, okay, I see the judges likely gave it to Colby. Looking at round 4 significant strikes, 28-27 in favor of Colby. There's a chance this fight is 3-1 Usman. There's a chance this fight is 2-2. But Bane, you were saying.
Mario Dotzi in the chat. Tell me Zhang didn't win. Zhang didn't win. Congrats.
Zhang Weili, and still very controversial decision. Me and Jack.
Is it? Honestly, I really don't know. I really want to watch that again with like a sober, clean mind.
I don't see how Rose won 1 or 2. I'll have to watch the last 3 rounds. Colby and Kamaru.
I think we're tied. Going into round 5.
Jack has it tied. I know Bane has a 3-1. For me, it is either 3-1 or tied. I will play it safe and just stay neutral, man. I stood off this pick. I already lost some money tonight. Frankie Edgar had it going. Got knocked out by the front gate. Mario says Zhang won. Judges gave it to Rose. Sorry, guys. Proves my point. Completely different in terms of way the fight is going. Zhang was clearly up in terms of she was really winning that fight. She was pushing the pace and she was dominating that fight. This one right here is really 50-50. Could it be 2-2? Could it be 3-1? I don't know. Bane, what do you think happens in this 5th round and who comes out? We may know who you think already, but who comes out? And new and still welterweight champ.
Are you talking to me?
No, I said Bane because I was talking to the guy that goes by Gotzel MMA.
Right. I think it's a 5-minute, up in the air between cardio, pressure, right, volume versus power.
Cool.
I think if Usman can land a couple good right hands, he steals the 5th, he steals the fight.
Well, hello, nerds and virgins. Welcome to the Colby Covington show in the 5th round here. I think Colby puts the pressure on. He has the cardio. Usman hasn't faked a nut shot or an eye poke yet, so we'll see if he can pull that shit out of his arse. But we'll see. I don't think Usman has the same cardio as Colby Covington does.
Who wins fight of the night tonight, boys?
It's got to be between Chandler and Gaethje and
Gaethje.
Quarantillo and Burgos. I'd probably edge Chandler, but
yeah, Chandler and Gaethje win fight of the night. But
performance. What about
Burgos
performance of the night?
And Quarantillo win fight of the night any other fucking card?
Oh,
Colby, beautiful 2-piece combo. Colby's coming on.
In Marty Fake Newsman.
Colby rocks him.
Oh, Colby goes for a stupid takedown, though.
Makes no sense.
That's idiotic.
Why not fake low, come up over the top? Colby Covington, 10 of 10 on takedown defense from Kamaru Usman, yet to spend a second
Colby's
on his back
tired,
in his
bro.
UFC career.
This could be. Oh, never mind. Colby gets up. Why, when you're out striking, would you shoot?
dumb choice.
I think, honestly, in that Woodley fight, Colby's fallen a little bit in love with his takedowns. I mean, people were saying that about Usman after the Masvidal fight. He might have fallen in love with his strikes. I think Colby might have fallen in love with his takedown. Oh, but Colby is definitely outstriking Usman in this fifth and final round.
Mario Dati.
Now, doesn't this come down to who possibly won that third?
Yes, very possibly.
And with the judges tonight, who knows, man? They gave Thug Rose that decision. Split decision, a little bit of a split. Judging acumen, you could say 2.5 to go in this final of 5 rounds. Tarps Off Sports, thank you for hosting this phenomenal fight companion. I know me and Ben are beyond thankful to be here.
Well, I mean, hopefully you become a part of the family here, but Bane is a part of the family, of course. Oh! We'd love to have you on more of these, though, Jendo.
Anytime you need it, as I said, I am available. I am one message away, 150, and I'm sure we'll have you on one of ours in the future, my friend.
Absolutely. Colby dominating this fifth round.
This is going to lead to a decision regardless of which way it goes. The guys on MMA Twitter arguing Colby and Kamaru will not stop. I was hoping that would come to an end tonight, but it doesn't look like that will find its end. 75 seconds to go until we've ended UFC 268, a special fight card for all of those who've tuned in.
This is nuts. What a great fight.
Mario Datsu says he'd love to be on if we can handle him. That is up to Jack. I can handle any and everything. We look at the strikes. Usman 13-12, significant round 1, 24-17 round 2, 20-18 round 3, 30-29 for Covington round 4, and round 5 is 17-17. They say it's a poke from Kamaru, but Colby is a little angry. I really don't know how the judges will decide this one. I have no idea. Jenny says one's drunk, one doesn't have a bed made, and one is just there. They're annoying and dumb as a fuck, but she's tuning in, and here's the thing. Annoying and dumb as fuck may be, but the difference is if we all followed our own bets tonight, we're all profitable. So dumb is in the eye of the beholder, I guess.
What am I, the one that's just there? Like shit.
You're the one that's just there. I'm the one that's drunk. I'm the one that doesn't have a bed made, or Bane's the one that doesn't have a bed made. But at the end of the day, we're all profitable in the industry. Bane's calling fights with Robin Black.
What are you doing?
And Bane's calling fights with Robin Black, and Jack is getting ready to call his own fight promotion of Tarps Off Fight Club. There's levels to this game as Colby Covington is 65 seconds into a break for an eye poke. Take it all and give it all. It's about time to get going. Jonathan Lujan says, who y'all think will win?
Fifth round. Again, Jendo, it comes down to who won that third round. I think you're going to be right here.
Third
round. Whoever won that third round is probably going to win this fight.
Oguzie Eze Akaze says, who won? I have it. Kamaru Usman 3-2. That is my pick. I know Bane agrees, but Jack has 3-2 to Colby. It was a very tight fight. Who knows where this one goes? Jonathan Turner says, y'all are great. Mario says, sunglasses hate me. As always, Jack is at Gotzel MMA. Bane is at The Banes with an S MMA. And I am at Uncaged Media. This one went 5 rounds, and these boys are staring each other down still. Could we be looking at two men who will be going into a trilogy bout eventually? They will not separate. They give each other the respect. Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington have fought for nearly an hour of our time, and all that's left is Bruce Buffer to announce the winner. Bane, what do you think?
I think Usman gets the decision.
And Jack?
I gave that third round to Colby. I give the fight to Colby.
And new Colby Covington for Jack Gotzel. Bane has, and still I will be the indifferent party. We're nearing the time. What an event. UFC 268 is over. We will not see another punch thrown. But what a special event, man, from the beginning of the prelims on. Chris Beast Boy Barnett, beautiful spinning heel kick into the somersault. Bane, I know you posted that one. That one got some traction. We move on. So many fiery prelims. Alex Pereira getting the win. Bobby King Green stopping Ally Akinta. Ian Garry makes a statement. The main card is fireworks. And we lay in wait for the judge's decision on Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington. Jack is smiling. I have a feeling that means he's seen the result. Bane, stoic as a
No, I've seen the result, but
and that's why you put your phone down, my friend. The anticipation is still here. Bane is looking down, trying to find it. Uncle Jendo is the only one here preserving the integrity of this broadcast. We watch the TV, damn it, Jack. We don't go to Twitter. Man said Colby won the third, so he should win the fight. Derek Davis, you're right. Jack did say that, but the two of us disagreed, man. Mario says, don't hate, let's get together and talk about it. I agree, man. Mario may have some points that may trigger Bane, but he's onto something here. Let's talk about it, man. Let's not write each other off. There's a lot of points to be made. It's time for the decision to be read. Jack, take us away.
Well, we're getting down to the decision here. I already
Take
know
it and
what the
still.
decision is. But here we go.
48-47.
48-47.
48-47.
48-47.
49-46. This is Kamaru. Kamaru Usman, the Nigerian nightmare, has disposed of Colby Chaos Covington. Unanimous decision. 48-47, 48-47, 49-46. Kamaru Usman takes the belt back to Nigeria, back to Nebraska. Kamaru Marty, the Nigerian nightmare Usman. Ladies and gentlemen, he may be the greatest of all time as he speaks to Joe Rogan.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, he very well could be. He's still got a little bit of work to do to catch up to GSP, but he's on the right track. I do think a trilogy fight with Colby is in the cards. I mean, it was close enough both times. I think you got
Vicente Luque, Leon Edwards.
I think Vicente Luque should be next. But also, I think a trilogy should happen. Because, I mean, let's be honest. They are the Batman and the Joker. It should go on forever.
Man, I don't even know what to say.
We're the best welterweights in the world right now.
It's Kamaru. It's Colby.
It's Kamaru and it's Colby.
49-46.
They have to do it a third time, but it should be Vicente Luque next.
Kamaru Usman, the only man to rival that resume of one George Rush St. Pierre at 170 pounds. The Nigerian nightmare may be the greatest of all time. It may be hard to admit, especially for people like me who dive back and it's like, man, George is George. What are you talking about? But Kamaru Usman has earned his footing.
When you talk about Vicente Luque versus Kamaru Usman, you got to think like Usman has a very strong advantage in the grappling.
By far.
Which scares you.
Luque, although he got the finish of Usman, right, or of Woodley, right, that was a tight fight. That was a close fight.
Yeah, I agree. 49-46 was quite a. That judge needs some help.
I don't see how you see 4-1. I do see how you see 3-2 either way. Both men make a statement. Ben the Bane, UFC 268, dead and gone. What are your final thoughts?
I'll tell you what. The Bane's 7-leg parlay lands at plus 1079 odds. 7 outcomes needed to hit. All 7 did. $1.90 turned into $22.40. Fuck you guys.
Hey, happy for you, Bane. There we go.
Always happy for the prophet, especially considering that your Melsik Balgasarian bet lost.
Yeah, opposite way.
Your Bobby Green bet lost.
Yeah, big.
But at least Kamaru Usman and still bet with Bane because the Bane wins tonight. Colby Covington falls. Kamaru Usman rises. And Kamaru Usman and still welterweight champion Jack Gotzel, Tarps off Sports.
Or bet with me tonight. I won 100%. I only put one bet down, but I won 100% on the night.
Yeah, but you said to bet Colby. And what you say is
no, I didn't say to bet Colby. The only one I said to bet was Garry. And what did Garry do? He won.
I bet Garry too, but we're not gonna pretend that he washed it, did we?
I did not bet the rest of the card. I only put
Garry
my money on Garry. That's the only person
Garry
I bet to, and I told him to bet the house, and I did bet the house.
Garry won 1 second of that bout, and that 1 second is the second in which it ended. God bless.
Yes, but if you bet $150 on Garry, you had a good night.
You sure did. And guess what? If you go ahead and take a look at the uncaged_media Twitter, we had him. First round finish plus 200 odds. I'm doubling up. You know, Jack's profiting. Ben the Bane is happy to be winning in that main event. Bane, Thug Rose cashes. Justin Gaethje cashes. Kamaru Usman cashes. Ben Davis cashes. What do you think of this event?
What?
Jack, back to you.
Well, hold on 1 minute. Don't forget, Tarps Off Fight Club 1 is going down December 18th. Me and Bane will be on the commentary on Fight TV. You can get the tickets on Niagara Falls tickets. Also, you can get it on Fight TV. Do
and see me
not.
soon on Thursday.
Make sure you grab those tickets to that event. Thank you so much, Jendo. Thank you so much, Bane. We've had the time of our lives on this stream. I have a feeling that Jendo will be back here probably either on the next card or the one after that. Quite the debut for Jendo. I hope you had a good time tonight. I know Bane had some ups and downs. Bane, cheer up.
Bane said what because he was reading my comments hard, lol. Mario, you mean absolutely nothing to me. If you died today, I would not give a fuck.
Mario,
I
he's
would
lying.
know.
I
What
can
he
vouch
means-
that
what
Bane
he
would
means-
not give a fuck. And
These,
Bane,
both of these
Billy
guys are
Q is
lying.
going up.
Both of these guys are lying. What they're saying is go subscribe to the Uncaged Media channel on YouTube. Dustin Poirier creating a Diamond Dustin Poirier story. Part 2 drops next week, featuring the man above me, the Bane. I am Uncle Jendo. Jack Gotzel was on our show last week. Chris Mancuso next week. And man, Jack, I don't know who hosts a show like you do. This was a blast. And already looking ahead to Holloway versus Rodriguez.
Well, I was gonna ask you to pitch your stuff, but you're a professional, man. You already got it in.
Had to.
Hell yeah, that's it for us. Thank you.
Just drunk and angry. Mario, I love you, man. Bane has been shit talking all night. You're sitting there back and forth with him. Mario, I backed you all night, my man. Follower or not, I hope you join Tarpsoft's next chat. You bring the energy. You guys are awesome. Tarpsoft has an audience like no other small media company. I love it here, man.
We love our fans.
Here's the thing. I don't start shit. I just end shit.
Keep coming back, guys. We love you guys. I hope everyone enjoyed this stream as much as we all did. We had a great time tonight with you all. MMA Twitter, MMA Facebook, the best. We love this community. MMA community is the best community. Thank you